Greenleaf Roofing is a fully insured, locally owned and operated company built on the values of amazing craftsmanship, affordable options, and innovative solutions. And they are proud that those values still stand as a foundation for their business today. And did I mention Greenleaf Roofing has 24-hour emergency service available? It's nice to know Greenleaf Roofing will be there in a hurry if you need them. After the first experience, I became a customer for life and have used them on 3 different homes. But don't just take my word for it. Learn about the Greenleaf Roofing difference yourself by calling them at 972-379-9109 or go online to greenleaf-roofing.com to find out how you can get your free quote. Greenleaf Roofing, the #1 choice for all your roofing needs.
Welcome back to the First Colleyville Church pregame show. This is Jacob Dedamore here, and I'm joined right now by Horizon head coach Paulo Melendez. Coach, we really appreciate you taking the time today to talk to me as we get ready for this game on Friday night. The first thing I want to ask you is, when looking at your team this season, man, your guys really put up some numbers on the offensive side of the ball. And between Jacob Quijas and your running back, number 5, Ernie Garcia, they've done it all. Tell me a little bit about those 2 players and what the Grapevine folks can expect when they watch them on Friday.
I just think 2 dynamic players that can really do it all. And I think Jacob at the quarterback position kind of gets us going. He's a dual threat guy, can run, can pass on the run. And then Ernie is just one of those guys that at any given point can take it to the house. He's a former district champion in the 100-meter dash. He's got that speed to him. So is Jacob. He's a relay guy, a 4x2 guy. So once he gets going in the open space, he's hard to catch. And so we've really been pleased with the things that we've been able to do with them in the run and pass game. And absolutely, it definitely goes through them. So we look to lean on their fortes on Friday night.
One of the things I really was impressed by in just looking at the numbers is how not only accurate Jacob Quijas is when throwing the ball, but also the fact that he's really kept his turnover numbers down this year. Only 2 interceptions, has a couple of fumbles as well, but that's to be expected when you got a quarterback who runs. What has been kind of his secret this year to really not only being pinpoint, but cutting down on the turnovers?
It boils down to experience. I mean, he's a 3-year guy for us. He's done a lot of things during the offseason to enable him to be accurate, not just from the pocket, but when he escapes the pocket. The experience allows him to understand what we're trying or asking him to do, where his guys are going to be at certain junctures on the field. And he trusts those guys to be there. And when they're not there, usually bad things happens for us. But Jacob has just been able to be that guy for us when it comes to taking care of the football. And it's something we stress on the offensive side of the ball, not just with him, but every single person that touches the ball. Everything is about the ball. Ball security is job security. So we stress that a lot for our guys.
When I look at Ernie Garcia, I guess my question to you, is there anything he doesn't do for you on the offensive side of the ball or on special teams? Because he returns kicks, returns punts, he's your leading receiver, leading rusher.
You know what? Ernie really does it all. I mean, he blocks when he's not carrying the ball. He can be a route runner from the wideout position or from the running back position. He can throw. But we got another guy that can throw too, so he hasn't been asked to do that much. But yeah, you know what? He's just he's just a ball player. When you talk about Ernie, yeah, he's a running back, but to me, he's just a football player, and he just understands the game of football, and he understands space, and he's able to read space, and he makes cuts off of that. And when the ball is in the air, it's him and the ball. He doesn't really think about the defenders. So he does play a little bit of defense too, and that's just adding to his versatility. But yeah, he's definitely a very special football player for the Scorpions.
One thing I noticed when I was looking at the defensive side of the ball for your squad is that your secondary seems really active this year. You guys have gotten 12 interceptions throughout the course of the season. That's a decently high number for a high school team, and they're led by number 11, Aaron Sigala, your free safety. What has kind of been your key to success when it comes to the back end of your defense and getting that ball away from the other team?
Well, last year, all those guys were babies. Last year, all those guys were sophomores. And during that COVID year, we put them in a lot of stressful situations, defensively speaking. And so they had to grow up fast. And so this junior year for Angel, for Sigala, for Chris Munoz playing corner, and some of those other guys, that experience is kind of carried over. They understand the scheme a little bit better. And so they're seasoned, they understand route combinations, and they study the opponent too, and so they put themselves in good positions to make a play. And that's all we can ask them to do at the end of the day. If they're there to make a play, it's a 50-50 ball. The expectation for now for those guys is, that they come down with it. And so obviously anytime you're able to create turnovers, that's going to put us in a better position to dispute that game.
At least up front in the front seven of your defense, it really does seem like Julian Contreras has been wreaking a lot of havoc this year on the opposition. What does he bring to your defense, and do you consider him kind of the leader of your defense?
I don't consider him. I know that he's another 3-year guy that's been in the middle for us, and everything starts with him on the defensive side. Everybody looks to him. He's one of those guys that's just very quiet demeanor. You're not going to hear a lot of things from him. He just knows how to shed blocks, knows how to take on blocks, get off blocks, reads linemen well, and just he's a good tackler for us. And so that's been part of his success in the number of tackles that he's had, and his hustle and his understanding of what other teams are trying to do. But he's going to have a big challenge this week. I think Grapevine's offensive line is probably the best one I've seen on film. They're physical. They run different types of sets than what we're used to seeing out here in El Paso. And so that's going to be a good challenge for him to be able to see a different type of style of play. And so we're looking forward to seeing how he fares with the line of scrimmage guys from Grapevine.
When you come into this game against Grapevine on Friday, without obviously giving anything away proprietary, what do you view when you watch Grapevine? Do you view as your keys to being able to be successful on Friday?
They're a very, very well-coached team on both sides of the ball. I think defensively they're very disciplined. They do a good job of putting themselves in good positions to force the ball back inside and let their line of scrimmage guys make plays. I think offensively we've got to be able to have positive plays. You know, we can't have negative plays where we're going backwards, and we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. We can't have pre-snap penalties. We can't have penalties during the play. We have to play a really, really clean game and be efficient and have positive plays. Will every drive end up in a score? Usually it doesn't, but you know, anytime that you start a drive and you get 1 or 2 or 3 first downs, you're buying your defense a little bit of rest. You're flipping the field position, and so we're looking to just get first downs. And then once we get in the red zone, we want to capitalize on those. And then defensively, we need to be able to make sure that we make them earn their scores. We can't give up big plays, whether it be in the rushing game or in the passing game. You know, you load the box and they like to throw shots, you know, and they throw shots to their slot receiver or their outside receivers. And it makes perfect sense. You know, that's complementary football. You know, you can't run against that certain look or that certain numbers. You know, we got to be physical up front. We got to match the physicality that they bring and hope that we create some stops. And so in watching them on film, very, very impressed with their style of play. So we got to come on with it on Friday night. Otherwise, you know, we're going to see them do what they do, and that's not what we want.
All right, Coach, we really appreciate you taking the time today, and good luck in this game on Friday night.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
That is Horizon head coach Paulo Melendez. We will be back with more of the First Colleyville Church pregame show. You are listening to Grapevine Mustangs football, presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. As the #1 Chevy dealer in the nation, we've allocated millions more to keep paying top dollar for your trade. Get an instant cash offer with our Easy Pass, or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM Small Business and Dealer Fleet deliveries.
At First Colleyville, we believe that church is a place where anyone can find connection, purpose, hope, and community. From an engaging kids ministry to a high-energy student ministry, and from compelling weekend experiences to in-depth adult ministry studies, our goal is to lead every generation to know and follow Jesus. If you're looking for a church home, we would love to invite you to check out all we have going on. For service times and directions, visit firstcolleyville.com, and we will see you this weekend.
Hey North Texas, come on by Bottle Cap Alley in Grapevine. We're newly renovated and now a full-service restaurant. Bottle Cap offers all your favorites like hand-breaded catfish and savory brisket nachos. Or sink your teeth into a juicy certified Angus beef burger. You're sure to find what you like at Bottle Cap Alley. Our hearts are warm and our drinks are cold, so whether you're here to watch the game or just popping in for a quick bite, we're always happy to see you. Bottle Cap Alley on Highway 114 and 26.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC. Equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
Classic Chevrolet and Grapevine, 800 pre-owns, all classic certified for peace of mind that could mean a lower payment. Trade your car today online with their Easy Pass. They're paying top dollar. Find new roads.
Relax, enjoy the difference.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit energyattic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started, so let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. energyattic.com. Attic solutions to transform your life.
Pre-game show. This is Jacob Dettamore here, and I'm joined by Grapevine head coach Mike Alexander. Coach, nice win on Friday last week to get that by-district gold football and to move on to the area round. You know, it was kind of an interesting game, a lot of ups and downs. Your team really started out very fast, jumping out to that 21-0 lead. But then it seemed like, thanks to some adjustments on the other sideline by the Wichita Falls coaches, your offense kind of bogged down. But, man, I tell you what, from start to finish, your defense really played a strong football game and really kept that Wichita Falls team at bay. What were your thoughts after looking at things on film?
Man, I think, you nailed it a little bit. I think defensively, I couldn't have been more proud of our guys, from the staff, getting our guys ready to play, the players being ready to go and showing up. And they took a very dynamic quarterback that had given everybody in his district fits and just really shut him down. I think we played a little different style of defense and how we pass rushed early, just trying to get a handle on the speed of that guy. And then once we felt like our guys knew what they were up against, Coach Antle cut them loose and just let us do our thing. So we kind of had two plans going in. We had a plan to start the game with being more conservative on just containing the quarterback. And then as the game went, our guys got a handle of the quarterback's athleticism. Coach Antle kind of took the gloves off and said, go get him. And our guys responded really well. And, one thing that made all the difference, Jacob, that was our best tackling performance of the year. We only had 2 missed tackles on the night. And one of them was by a JV kid that we had moved up that got some time late in the fourth quarter. But other than that, our ones, we only had 1 missed tackle on the night, which is really pretty good for a playoff game. Offensively, man, you nailed it. We started out like gangbusters, just doing what we do really well. The adjustments that kind of hurt us were they started slanting their defensive tackles a little bit on rundowns, and we had a couple busts at some really inopportune times and kind of put us behind the chains, and that made Colt feel like he needed to try and do a little bit more than what he needed to. One of his picks, he was just trying to make a play. He'd gotten out of the pocket. The other one in the first half, right there at the end of the second quarter, we don't need to put Colt in that situation. I think we had 3rd and 10 from, the shadow of our goalpost. And he threw the ball vertically trying to make a play, and their defensive back made a nice play. We probably didn't throw it quite far enough, but the one that Colt really probably wants back is the hitch route to start the third quarter. That was just a bad decision. It was an RPO, should have handed the ball off, and kid just stepped in front of it and made a nice play. But, Colt, that's the first time he's been, by himself in the lineup. So it was good to learn from some of these things, and I know that he will because he cares a lot and he's a true competitor.
Defensively, you talk about how well everybody tackled. I really thought that your goal line defense was the most impressive. Twice keeping the Wichita Falls offense out of the end zone to keep that distance score-wise from them and kept them from making it a lot more close of a game than it ended up being. Your defensive front was so active in that game. You guys had 6 sacks as a team. What were they doing to really kind of wreak havoc with that Wichita Falls offense, especially down there on the goal line?
Well, I'll tell you, Jacob, some of the things that can be frustrating for me as a head coach defensively is the fact that we do a lot defensively. We do a lot of things from the beginning of the year all the way to the end of the year. And many times at the beginning of the year, stuff doesn't look as clean because we're trying to work on things. And then you get into the playoffs when you get your back against the wall and you want to have the ability to give the offenses a different look than you've been showing them as the ball gets closer to the red zone. And that's Coach Handel's style. That's how he coaches it. And our kids, you know, they can get in a lot of different looks defensively. And this is the time of year where it really starts to pay off for you, because as that field gets shorter and we change the box up and change the pressures up into something that you may not have seen on video, because we may not have run that since week 2. But we got it in the tool belt to use when we need it, and we practice it all week. We practice everything every week, and when you need it, we got it. So, you know, that's to Coach Handel's credit that he's built this defense where we can get multiple when we need to.
Well, now we've got coming up on Friday the big travel game, heading out to Midland to play a game on Friday night against Horizon High School out of Clint, which is just outside of the El Paso area. And again, you're going to be facing a pretty dynamic quarterback, a good dual threat kid. Their tailback as well has also been very productive. They had a very exciting game last week, you know, having to put up 50 points just to get the win in a crazy game in the first round out there. How do you go about attacking this offense this week, which has really put up some good numbers?
You know, I think the biggest thing is just win up front, cause havoc at the line of scrimmage, and then we're getting better at the linebacker position as the year goes on. Our linebackers are becoming more active. They're tackling better. But, yeah, it's going to be a tall task, Jacob. I mean, this is the best combination duo that we've played this year as far as a quarterback, running back go, because both of them can beat you with their legs. And so we played good quarterbacks this year, there's no doubt, and we played some good running backs. But this is the first time we've had both in the backfield together. So I'm excited. It's going to be a big challenge for our defense. But, you know, I feel like we have an advantage with our defensive linemen against their offensive linemen. So now our linebackers and safeties are just going to have to tackle well in space. And if we do that, I think we can have a similar outcome as last week.
One thing about that Horizon defense is they appear to have a pretty active secondary. They've had a decent number of interceptions this year. You mentioned how last week was really Colt's first game where the job was his and everything was his responsibility, and it was just his job. Coming off of that game and reviewing it and being in practice this week, how do you make sure his confidence and his decision-making is confident to where, you know, you don't think he's going to hesitate out there?
The biggest thing is using some formations that give us an advantage in the passing game, number one, and trying to give them some formations where they get pretty predictable in how they're going to defend. And then just, you know, a lot of their interceptions have come from balls that are thrown vertically, and they give you the illusion that there's a lot of space out there, you know, on deeper balls, but their corners do a good job of playing a 3-deep coverage and do a good job of overlapping on a number 2 receiver running vertical. So we've just been really reluctant all week to kind of take the bait on that. You know, I think we will throw the ball vertically, but we'll be picking and choosing when we do it. Won't be near as much as you've seen us throw the ball vertically during the course of the district play. I don't think we're going to get a lot of tight coverage. I think it's going to be a lot of off coverage. And that's what Colt can do really well, is throw the ball underneath, you know. And so hopefully that holds true to what they've been doing, and we can take advantage of a lot of underneath passing game and let our guys like CJ get the ball and Parker get the ball in their hands in space and go to work.
Well, we're looking forward to a fun trip and hopefully a fun game on Friday night. Thank you, as always, for the time, Coach, and good luck in the game on Friday.
All right, thanks, Jacob.
That's Grapevine head coach Mike Alexander. We'll be back with more of the First Colleyville Church pregame show. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Are you tired of only spending time as a family huddled around the TV? Would you like to enjoy some culture with your loved ones without breaking the bank? Then let me introduce you to the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra. The GDYO provides music education and performance opportunities for musically talented youth, but this is no kids' concert. The GDYO comprises 7 different ensembles made up of over 425 talented musicians ages 8 to 18, representing more than 50 communities in North Texas. You won't believe how amazing these ensembles sound until you hear it for yourself. So join them for one of their concerts at the Meyerson Symphony Center or Dallas City Performance Hall. For more information on how to make a donation, as well as a listing of upcoming GDYO concerts, visit gdyo.org. And if you know a talented young musician interested in an unbelievable experience, auditions take place in the spring. Connect with the Greater Dallas Youth Orchestra on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and at gdyo.org.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the
It's
whole family.
sundown in Texas, and the Mustangs are herding up.
Dog days of August, with the steam lash in the air. Practice driving to perfect, pushing to make it there. Our run is lifted, and the sweat is on the brow. Living our commitment, Friday nights show us how. Bam, and the Mac, Coach Hayes air attack. His bells and a band sound. Big D sacks on money down. Rustlers and cheerleaders, Billy's in the fall. Sundown in Texas, this is Mustang football. Rustlers and cheerleaders, Billy's in the fall. Sundown in Texas, this is Mustang football. Pre-game tailgates, Bobby Lou is in the air. Living our dreams through this Mustang DNA we share. Game day clocks and whistles ready at the go. No question about it, cause it's football, you know. Bam and the Mac, Coach Hayes air attack. There's bells and a band sound. Big D sacks on money down. Rustlers and cheerleaders and Billy's in the fall. Sunset in Texas.
5 pass breakups leading the team, and the kick is off and away from J.D. Rice. It's short, fielded at the 17. Up to the 20, 25, breaking a tackle out to the 35. Flag comes in, and getting it out to the 37 is the return man for Horizon. And I believe, if I saw that correctly, that was number 7, Jose Martinez, the senior wide receiver.
Holding, number 9, return team.
And we have a
penalty from the spot foul. First down.
holding penalty on Horizon to back that up. Notice they kicked it short to keep it away from Ernie Garcia.
Certainly looking to keep it away from Garcia with his kick return average, and it's strength on strength, right? A good kick returner against a good kickoff team, but Grapevine chose to be a little bit more conservative on that opening kick.
And the Horizon offense is on the field. They are led by Jacob Kihas, number 10, the senior starting quarterback. 1,839 yards passing, 19 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. We'll give you more stats in a minute. First play is a zone read handoff to Garcia. He's already into the second level, into the open field, to the 40, to the 50, to the 40. He's inside the 30, and he's going to break the tackle, and he's going to score. The first play from scrimmage is an 84-yard touchdown by the starting tailback we were just about to talk about, Ernie Garcia, and there's the speed we talked about opening the pregame show.
Simple zone right. He finds the crease, hits the hole, and that is speed. You can't teach that. He almost gets caught, but look how strong he is to keep his balance and get into the end zone. That's a heck of a start for Horizon.
Well, I tell you what, now you see why they started on offense. Ernie Garcia on the season coming into this game leads the team in rushing and receiving. And, man, he showed that speed there. Savion Shockley, check that. That wasn't Shockley. The extra point is up, and it is good. So, just like that, 11:35 to go in the first quarter, and Horizon is on the board in one play with an 84-yard touchdown. They lead 7-0. I was talking about Ernie Garcia, the senior running back, coming into this game tonight, 1,700 yards rushing, 1,701 to be exact, averaging 9.6 per carry. That'll go up. 24 touchdowns rushing. He's got 8 100-yard games. It's looking like on the way to 9 already. He also leads this team in receiving yards with 813 yards, averaging 22 yards per reception, and tied for the team lead in receiving touchdowns with 4. He is a very explosive player, and you just saw it right there.
He reminds me of Grapevine's Parker Polk a little bit, just kind of doing everything for them at every position. And wow, what a start. We haven't seen Grapevine be behind probably, I would say, since before district play started.
Yeah, it's been since non-district that they've trailed in the ball game. So since the Northwest game, week 3.
Going to have to respond.
And this kickoff is going to be a high little short pooch, and it's going to be fair caught at the 35-yard line. Heads-up play right there just to get under it and make the catch. That was number 12.
Shines on local students making their
kickoff, taking the fair catch at the 35.
We just have each other's backs no matter what.
See what it takes to be the best in class. High School Spotlight, Sunday on Valley Sports Southwest.
Mason at center, number 73, junior Cy Owen. At right guard, senior number 55, Dylan Beckwith. And at right tackle, number 74, Max Livingston. We'll give you the skill position players here in just a moment. The snap is back. It's going to be a handoff to Caleb Tejada up the middle to the 45, dragging tackles, breaking arm tackles, out to the 43-yard line for a gain of 8 on first down. At one wide receiver, and senior number 12, Drew Vi. At the slot, number 4, junior Parker Polk. At the other wide receiver, number 7, junior Caden Cook. And at the Y/tight end position, the junior number 18, Hank Miller. On second down, handoff to Tejada again. He's into the open field, into Horizon territory, inside the 40. Great run by the impact player on offense tonight, Caleb Tejada, as he busts that one open for a gain of 17 to the Horizon 40-yard line. And Grapevine moving the ball and going tempo. Tejada coming into tonight, 924 yards on the season, 15 touchdowns, and 8.6 yards a carry. Snap back, handoff on first down. Going around the left side, into the open field, inside the 30, inside the 25, and then getting dragged out of bounds. Once again is Caleb Tejada, number 3, as he gets it inside the Horizon 25 for another gain of 17. First down at the 23.
Grapevine can run the ball as well, and you're looking at right now a very stacked box with 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers there in the middle, and it just doesn't matter. The line of scrimmage is still getting pushed.
First and 10. Another handoff, and this one's going to be dropped behind the line. Victor Delacruz was in that time. Jumping in to make the tackle is number 42, the senior captain on defense, Julian Contreras for the Horizon Scorpions. He leads this team in tackles for loss, does Contreras, as he had 12 on the season going into that play.
Heck of a play to get through the hole there, shed the block, and make the tackle in the backfield.
Second and 12, little play action, bubble screen to Parker Polk. Gets caught inside the 20, 15, inside the 10, inside the 5, and into the end zone for the touchdown. We talked about in the pregame interview with Coach Alexander, he thought there'd be a lot of room available in the short passing game. We saw the bubble screen to Parker Polk there. He breaks a couple of tackles. Great blocking downfield first off. Breaks a couple tackles inside the 15 and takes it into the end zone.
Yeah, let's give it up to Drake Beckwith. We know the Beckwith brothers. They are difference makers, but Drake Beckwith is 15, 20 yards downfield, blocking corners and safeties, allowing Parker Polk to get into the end zone. Great answer by Grapevine right off the bat.
Parker Polk with his 8th touchdown receiving this year. The extra point is up, and it is good, and we are off and running. 10-10 to go in the first quarter, and it's already 7-all. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Hey, North Texas, come on by Bottle Cap Alley in Grapevine. We're newly renovated and now a full-service restaurant. Bottle Cap offers all your favorites like hand-breaded catfish and savory brisket nachos. Or sink your teeth into a juicy certified Angus beef burger. You're sure to find what you like at Bottle Cap Alley. Our hearts are warm and our drinks are cold, so whether you're here to watch the game or just popping in for a quick bite, we're always happy to see you. Bottle Cap Alley on Highway 114 and 26.
Hey folks, it's Dorian Menace, General Sales Manager of Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine, Texas. We know you like things easy. That's why we created the Classic Chevrolet Easy Pass. Save time online and purchase with Easy Pass. It's easy. Find your vehicle, value your trade, set your terms, and even get approved for financing. Relax. Enjoy the difference with the Easy Pass.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Approved credit. Find new roads.
This time Hayden Rhodes kicks things off, and he hits a deep line drive that lands about 4 yards deep in the end zone for the touchback. Once again, kicking away from Ernie Garcia, which is the smart play. So the Scorpions will take over at their own 25-yard line, 1st and 10. We were talking about this this lineup for Horizon offensively. We talked about Ernie Garcia. We talked about Jacob Quijas. You know, we mentioned his passing numbers. Jacob Quijas this year also has 1,239 yards rushing, 8 100-yard games, and 17 rushing touchdowns. So he can do it all. We talked about that also in the pregame, the dual threat. They're going to come out with trips left, single receiver right, hand off to Garcia. This time he gets contained, and the Grapevine defense wraps him up. Number 33, Tyler Mears, one of the initial players in on that tackle. That time they surrounded him and didn't give him anywhere to go and dropped him at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just great assignment football. We've seen Grapevine be able to do that all season. Everyone stays in their gaps, stays home. Nowhere to bounce out to and no crease to run through.
That's going to make it 2nd and 10 for the Scorpions. They're in their all-white uniforms with black numbers and a black stripe down their pants. 2nd down, hand off to Garcia. Going around the left side this time. He's got room up to the 40 and gets dragged down. He just outruns your angles as he takes that one around the left side, turns the corner, and gets all the way out to the 43 for a gain of 18.
And it was really interesting because the left side of the offensive line pulled around to the right side, and then they ran back around the
little counterplay
away from the trap block. But really what they're doing is bottling up Logan in the middle.
Trips right, single receiver left. Snap back, hand off to Garcia. This time, no space. Leighton Towery sticks him in the hole just past the line of scrimmage. Is going to limit that gain to a yard.
Nice job by Towery, and that's what it's going to take. These linebackers are going to have to fill these holes and make plays because of all the movement that Horizon has with their offensive linemen.
2nd and 9 now for the Scorpions at their own 44. We'll give you the rest of the starting lineup here in just a moment. They're going to come out in a traditional 4-wide formation this time. And now Garcia is going to move up to the line of scrimmage on the inside slot on the right as an empty set. Snap back to Quijas. He's looking downfield. He fires it out. That pass is incomplete, and flag comes out. That's going to be pass interference that time on number 29, Savion Shockley, as he just hit the receiver early. It was a little curl route. The pass was coming, and he just bumped the man off the route.
Almost as if he didn't see the ball because he didn't even know that he had done anything wrong at that point. So possible he lost the ball through the mass of people in front of him.
So that pass interference is a spot foul. It was at midfield, so it's only a 6-yard penalty, but it's an automatic 1st down for Horizon. The rest of their offensive skill positions, and we'll give you those in a moment, they're already lined up ready to go. Garcia this time moves over to the left side in the slot. Empty set again. Snap back. Quijas looking to throw. Now he's going to take off up the middle. He's going to find open space. He's going to get inside the 40. Wow, you can see the quick feet on Jacob Quijas as he has some moves there in the open field. The pocket started to collapse. He stepped up and just took off. Got inside the Grapevine 40 to the 39.
Very decisive. Once he made the decision there was nowhere to go with the ball, he just put his foot in the ground and took off. And you're right, the quickness that he has at that quarterback spot. They did a great job last week with a dynamic quarterback, but this looks to be a little bit different.
Oh, it does. This is a dynamic quarterback who can throw just as well as he can run. 1st and 10 at the Grapevine 39. Hand off to Garcia. He gets a way out of an arm tackle and gets inside the 35 down to the 34 for a gain of 5. One of the Grapevine players got to him around the line of scrimmage, got around his ankles, but he was able to step out of that and keep going.
Yeah, he's not being taken down by one person. We've seen that several times tonight. It's going to take a little bit of a team effort to get him on the ground. Not only is he fast, but he's a hard runner, and those legs never stop.
Your wide receivers for the Scorpions, number 81, Angel Gutierrez is a senior. Number 20, Orlando Del Valle is a senior. At the wide receiver tight end position, the second leading wide receiver and leader in reception, number 23, Dominic Chaparro, he's a junior, and number 82, Aaron Barreno, the senior. A very experienced offense here for Horizon. Snap back on second down. Pass is caught inside the 30, inside the 25. There's Dominic Chaparro, the junior, one of only two juniors in the starting lineup on offense. He makes that grab and gets it down to the 24 for a gain of 10.
Yeah, Horizon is doing a good job of spreading them out. They had 5 eligible receivers. Everybody is at the line of scrimmage, no running backs, and Grapevine goes into a zone, and all these receivers are doing now is just settling down in the open holes.
First and 10 for the Scorpions as they are on the move. This time Garcia moves out wide, so you've got 4 receivers on one side. Snap back, and it's going to be a bubble screen to Garcia. He makes the catch and then gets bottled up. Great job of recognition that time by the Grapevine defense. They attacked it and attacked Garcia and knocked him down at the line of scrimmage. As coming in to make the tackle that time, looks like it was number 6. Cameron Wagner making the stop.
Now, my guess is that we're going to see probably a handful of more plays out of that look.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, we saw him motion to the single side receiver earlier, the running back Garcia, to make them true 5 wide, trips to one, 2 to the other. But when he's behind those 3 receivers, I expect to see a few more looks out of that.
Second and 10 at the Grapevine, 24, 6:10 to go here in the first quarter. We're all tied up at 7. Snap back to Quijas. He's looking to throw. He's looking to his left, and he finally just throws it away as good coverage downfield. The pressure finally started to get to him, and he just did the smart thing that a senior does and just threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, absolutely nowhere to go with the ball, unlike the sophomore from a week ago who was trying to force some things and do some things with his legs that weren't there. You're right. A great IQ there by the quarterback to not force anything down here in the red area and just throw the ball away.
3rd and long now for this Scorpion offense at the Grapevine 24. And this presents a situation. This time Quijas rolls to his right. Now he's going back to his left and nowhere to go. He's getting chased, but he's going to get his open field in the speed. He's going to get inside the 20, the 10, inside the 5, and gets knocked out of bounds. That is just pure speed and agility because he was rolling to his right, couldn't find anybody, looked like he was in jail, and his just utter quickness and speed allowed him to get out of it and get it all the way down inside the Grapevine 5. It's a gain of 20. Well, officially they're going to say the 5-yard line, so it's a gain of 19 and a first down.
We've only seen a few other quarterbacks in my lifetime make the move that we just saw there. Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson,
he did a
and
jump
Randall
cut
Cunningham.
in the pocket. Snap back up the middle goes Quijas on a quarterback draw. He's going to get to about the 2 before he gets brought down by the Grapevine defense. As that time they just went straight ahead with it. Leighton Towery in there on the tackle as well as Latham Way.
He backpedaled a good 2 to 3 steps and then just took off.
He did a jump cut backwards and just got away from Latham Way and then just outran him to the corner.
Woo!
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Split 4 wide this time. This time it's another quarterback run play for Quijas, and he's breaking tackles but doesn't get there. Gets brought down right at the 2-yard line. That was just what I like to call a quarterback power play with Garcia as the lead blocker, and Grapevine just stretched it out and he was brought down on the play.
Well, Grapevine has
Yarbrough, I think, who got in there.
They have some speed too, sideline to sideline. They did a great job there of just stringing that play out to where he had nowhere to go.
This time on 3rd and goal from the 2, they're going to go empty set. Garcia comes in motion from the left slot. Snap back, rolling to his right is Quijas. He's looking, he fires it into the end zone, and it's knocked away. Great play that time by the captain, number 20, Jackson Yarbrough, who just made a diving slap at the ball and knocked it away from the intended wide receiver in the end zone. That sets up 4th and goal. We will see what Horizon does here. They told their coach, Coach Melendez told me that their field goal, they have not tried a field goal all season. And they're not going to try one here.
The field goal kicker is
they're going to be going for it a lot tonight.
Eating some nachos on the sideline.
4th and goal from the 2. Garcia offset to the right of Quijas. It's Quijas on the run. He's going to the right, trying to get to the end zone, and he's stopped.
Huge play.
Great play that time by the Grapevine defense. It was led by number 27, the junior, Drew Nelson. They came up and they made the stop. 3 consecutive plays stopping Quijas at the goal line. Reminds you of last week.
Yeah, I mean, bend don't break, right? It works. It works, especially in the playoffs. You get this big stop at the 2. Now it's 98 yards to the end zone, but that's okay. That's a great stop, and it's a big momentum shift. You can feel the energy from the sideline, right? It radiated up to us. A lot of momentum changes throughout a ball game like this, and that's one of them.
1st and 10 now for the Mustangs at their own 2-yard line after the goal line stop. First down's going to be a handoff up the middle to the 10, to the 5, and almost out to the 10 as Caleb Tejada got through that hole quickly out to the 8-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6.
Come out in the heavy set. You got to love to be able to get the breathing room on the first play.
Well, now they're checking in some extra jumbo. Leighton Towery checking in, as is Garrett Gardner. They're going to line up as the tight ends on this play. They're going to go with the 12 personnel here. Snap back, hand off to Tejada, and this time he gets wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. As in on that play is number 60, Luis Hernandez. One of his teammates was there with him. I just couldn't quite see the number, but they were able to penetrate that time and meet Tejada in the hole, setting up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, just nowhere for Tejada to go that time. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, there's 2 defenders in the backfield with him.
So 3rd and 4 now. Important to at least get a first down here. Snap back to Tejada. No, it's a flea flicker, and it's going to be a throw down the field. He's got a man. He's got him. It's Parker.
Oh!
He makes the grab. He's into the open field at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Grapevine. Grapevine gets tricky. They look like they're going to hand it off to to Caleb Tejada. He pitches it back to Colt Mercer on the flea flicker, and he hits Parker Polk in stride at the 43-yard line, and Polk runs away from the defense. A 92-yard touchdown strike.
Well, they haven't done that all year, to pull that play out inside your own 10-yard line in the second round and then hit it perfectly in stride. He actually had 2 receivers running free, one down the sideline and one down the middle. You can't miss throwing to Parker Polk.
The extra point from J.D. Rice is up and good. The Grapevine Mustangs take advantage of the goal line stand and hit the big play. 92 yards to Parker Polk from Colt Mercer. It's 14-7 Grapevine. You're listening to Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
At First Colleyville, we
Best
believe
football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com.
all we have going on. For service times and directions, visit firstcolleyville.com, and we will see you this weekend.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
J.D. Rice lines it up from the 40-yard line to boot it away. This one is a line drive kick. It's going to hit at the 8. It's going to be picked up at the 5 by Garcia. He's up to the 15, running around the left side now, trying to find a place to run. They're stringing him out, and they're going to knock him out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. Nice job by Grapevine staying in their lanes and making Garcia continue to run towards the sidelines. He's knocked out officially at the 23 for an 18-yard return.
Yeah, I think you told me earlier Garcia averages
44.4 yards a return on kickoffs this year.
So they held him
with a long of 90.
They held him there to about 15 yards or so. So that's a win, right?
That is.
That's a win.
Yeah, that's another strength on strength. The Grapevine kickoff coverage team has been very good this year, and they showed why on that play. 1st and 10 for the Scorpions at their own 23-yard line, now trailing the Mustangs 14-7. 3:04 to go here in the first quarter. Snap back. It's going to be a fake, and up the middle goes Quijas. Nice fake on that zone read. Pulled it out and took off up the middle. Gets a gain of 6 out to the 29-yard line. That offensive line, a very senior-laden offensive line. At left tackle, number 77, Michael Rueda. At left guard, number 75, Brian Cordero. At center, number 59, Edward Marquez. The only junior is number 76, Ethan Salazar at right guard. And at right tackle, the senior, number 63, Octavio Ornelas. 9 senior starters on this offense. 2nd and 4. Snap back. It's going to be a handoff to Garcia. He's out past for the first down. Out past the 35 to the 37 before he gets finally brought down. Nice run right there for a gain of 8 yards by Garcia to move the chains.
So shifty. He's just
Extremely.
picking and choosing, running very patiently.
He and Quijas have very similar running styles.
I would
They
agree.
are both very quick. They're good at jump cuts. They have very quick movements and can get by you in a heartbeat. 1st and 10 now for the Scorpions as they've moved the ball out to their own 37 with 2:10 to go here in the first quarter. Trips left, single receiver right on first down. Snap back. Hand off to Garcia. Trying to find room. He gets hit. Tried to spin out of a tackle but couldn't do it. And he gets dropped for a gain of, they're going to give him 2. Coming up to make that tackle was number 11, Latham Way, the junior linebacker.
Running that time was Jacob Escobar, number 21, with his first
Oh, that was
carry of the
Escobar.
game.
I'm so sorry about
Yes,
that.
sir.
Not Garcia. Garcia checked out for a play. So Escobar checks in. Escobar only had 5 carries on the season coming into this game. He got a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 at the 39. Snap back to Quijas out of an empty set. Pressure coming. The pass is behind his receiver. He had Dominic Chaparro open on a shallow crosser. Leighton Towery was trailing him. If that pass is caught, that's an easy first down and probably gets into Grapevine territory, but the pass was behind him, and Chaparro tried to spin around but couldn't make the grab.
One of the first times they've actually had a receiver get open on a route. A nice little drag, dig route underneath, and you're right, he just threw it on that back shoulder,
Yeah,
and it's spin around, running full speed. It's going to be hard to bring that in.
As we talked about, Quijas has been a very accurate passer this year, so that's kind of an oddity for him, that miss right there. 3rd and 8 now. Quijas dropping back. He fires over the middle. It's caught by Garcia, but he's going to be dragged down. Great coverage and by the trail defender Latham Way in the zone. He stayed with Garcia coming on that shallow crosser. Even though the catch was made, he dropped him immediately, so there was no yak.
That's a great tackle because what they did was they ran a double drag there, so they had a drag coming from both
Drag
sides of the
crossers.
field.
Yep.
You have the under drag was the one that pops open there because the two defenders kind of rub each other off on that.
That's the idea, yeah.
What a great tackle though, because that could have gone for a lot more yards there.
It was only a gain of 4 as no yak yardage thanks to Latham Way's great tackling.
Surprisingly, the punter comes out.
Well, they have punted a few times, but not much, and they're already trailing 14-7. They're going to go ahead and punt this ball away as Garcia has a high short punt. It's going to hit at the 35 and just kind of die at the 36-yard line. So not a very good punt by Ernie Garcia, but again, not that they don't do it very often.
They don't
You know,
do it
they
often.
just don't punt much.
Surprised us, I think, to see the punt team come out in a 4th and short.
We do have a flag on the play.
Illegal block rolled away. 23.
And we have a illegal chop block call. Illegal chop block call against Horizon. So that ball was down at the 36, and it'll get moved to the Horizon 49, where the Mustangs will take over.
This is where we've seen Grapevine start to take control of games in this instance, right? You get the defensive stop. Now you have great field position, have a chance to go up with another touchdown if they do that, right? This is where we see their defense kind of clamp down. We've seen this story before, so this is a great chance for them to strike while the iron's hot.
Grapevine coming out in a 4-wide set here on first down. Snap back to Mercer, and it's a little quick throw. It's caught by Caden Cook. He's got room up the sideline inside the 40, and then finally steps out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. It looks like they're going to mark it at the 36-yard line. So nice little catch and run by Caden Cook there on the bubble screen. 13 yards on a first down.
And the pancake block by Parker Polk, boy, it's playoffs. He pancaked his man. What a great block downfield.
Bunch formation, trips right, single receiver left, another bubble screen. This one's caught by Polk. He's inside the 35, up the sideline, inside the 20, the 15, the 10, breaking tackles, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Parker Polk showing those running back skills we saw earlier this season, just dancing his way down the sideline, breaking arm tackles, and taking it to the house from 36 yards out.
Coach Alexander does such a great job of rewarding his players. Parker Polk flattened, pancakes a man on the play prior, then he gets the ball, and who's downfield? Big 74 Max Livingston making a block at about the 8-yard line to spring Parker for that touchdown. Parker Polk is on fire tonight.
3rd touchdown in the quarter for Parker Polk. He's up to 10 receiving touchdowns for the season as he's put it in the end zone all 3 times. The extra point from J.D. Rice is up and good. 14 seconds to go here in the first half. In the first quarter, we'll keep it here as the Grapevine Mustangs lead this game now 21-7.
21.
The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com.
Won their state semifinal. They were playing New Braunfels Canyon High School out of New Braunfels. The Grapevine volleyball team came back down from 2-0 and rallied to win their semifinal 3-2. The Mustangs will now play Lovejoy for the 5A state championship tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock at the Curtis Caldwell Center in Garland.
The entire school of Grapevine is winning right now, Jacob, winning.
The kickoff is high. It's over the head of the return man and lands a yard deep in the end zone for the touchback as Hayden Rhodes got his leg into it nicely that time. And Horizon will start at their own 25, now trailing 21-7.
I was wondering when we'd see one of those power kicks into the end zone and make their return team completely null and void.
One more note for the Grapevine volleyball team with that comeback win today. Let me make sure I say this right. Janet Demaray led the Grapevine volleyball team this afternoon with 29 kills in that win over Canyon High School out of the New Braunfels area. So congratulations to the Mustang volleyball team, and good luck tomorrow afternoon in the state championship. 1st and 10, trips left, single receiver right for the Scorpions. Snap back, it's a swing pass screen to Garcia. He's around the left end up to the 25 and then gets stoned at the 28-yard line and driven backwards. It'll be a gain of 3, but there was very little yardage after that as Cameron Wagner came up and made the hit as we have come to the end of the first quarter. The Grapevine Mustangs lead the Horizon Scorpions 21-7 in this area playoff matchup. You are listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Hello,
Score team is
Grapevine
quarter
High School
number 1.
Mustang football fans.
Mustang
I'm
21,
Dr. Kelly Brown,
Scorpions, seven.
alumni and former Grapevine High School football player. I'm also the owner of Brown Chiropractic Center, which has served the Grapevine community for over 35 years. We're across from Quick Trip on the corner of William B. Tate and Ira E. Woods, and we'd love to invite you to come see us. I'm also a proud supporter of the Grapevine High School football team and the Grapevine community. Go Mustangs!
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management. The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Oops. Yeah, here we go. 1st and 10. Sorry about that. A pass caught out the right side. Sorry about that. Had a little technical issue there as I was trying to get things going here in our sound, and I seem to have lost some sound here. Tim, do I have you?
Let's see. No.
Uh-oh. Having a little technical issue here. We're good? Okay, we're good. It may just be something else that I'm just not hearing anything outside of hearing it in my head. So we're good otherwise. A big pass all the way down to the Grapevine 35. My apologies for not getting that call. Garcia takes the handoff on 1st down. He gets hit after about a 3-yard gain down to the 32. So after that 3-yard catch by Garcia, it was a big pass play. It looked like they hit number 20, Orlando Del Valle, down the far sideline. He got all the way to the Grapevine 35 to set up a 1st down. And now we've got Garcia again with the handoff to make it 2nd down and 8.
Absolutely perfect throw.
We're having just some issues hearing in our headsets. We're being told that we're still being heard over the air, so we're going to stick with it for now. We'll figure out what's going on here as we go. 2nd down, flag's going to come in. No gain on this running play this time as the Grapevine defense stones that attempt by Garcia at the line of scrimmage, and a flag came in also, so this may be coming back. We do have our crowd noise. We'll try to get our technical issues sorted out as we go here.
Holding. Number 76, offense. 10 yards penalty, second down.
Holding
Coming
against
way
the
back.
Scorpions to move this ball back to the 43-yard line. That's going to make it 2nd and 18 now, and this is not where Horizon wants to be. Snap back, Quijas looking to throw. He's firing. Nope, now he's going to tuck it and roll to his right, see if he can find another room to throw. Now he's just going to tuck it and run, and he's got open field space. He's cutting it back across the middle of the field inside the 25 and slides down. That is just pure speed and individual effort by Jacob Quijas, as once again he escaped when it looked like the pocket was about to collapse and gets all the way down to the 23-yard line for a first down.
Just an excellent job of ad-libbing on that play.
First down.
So 1st and 10 for the Scorpions after that big run, and what a run it was. It's a 20-yard gain that time by Quijas. Empty set look. Now Garcia comes back in motion into the backfield. Snap back. It's a handoff to Garcia going around the right side. Blockers are there, and he breaks a tackle inside the 15, the 10-5 touchdown. The blocking was excellent that time by the Scorpion offense, especially the wide receivers. Garcia got around the right side, went upfield, had one Grapevine defender had a shot to make the tackle and couldn't bring him down.
He accelerated quickly around the corner for the touchdown.
23 yards on that run that time by Garcia, and the Scorpions are back to within a touchdown here. The extra point is up, and it is good. 10:13 to go here in the second quarter. It is 21-14 Grapevine. You're listening to Mustangs football, presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Hey, Mustang fans, have you been meaning to get to the dentist and it just keeps getting pushed back to the list for tomorrow? Well, today, let me introduce you to Dr. Chip Mercer in Fielder Park Dental, where they're creating and restoring beautiful smiles. They're a full-service dental office that provides everything from your basic dental cleanings to more advanced care like implants and Invisalign orthodontics. Online at fielderparkdental.com or call 817-275-4817 for an appointment. Conveniently located in North Arlington, Dr. Mercer's a proud Mustang dad. Fielderparkdental.com or call 817-275-4817.
The sounds of the great outdoors, and that's why we make it easier than ever for you to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills for all the ways you love to play. Make shopping easy with Academy Sports and Outdoors. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
The kickoff from Horizon is towards the corner and rolls into the end zone for the touchback. So the Mustangs will take over this next possession at their own 25-yard line, now having their lead cut in half. It's 21-14 after a nice answer possession that time by the Horizon offense.
Now you have Grapevine just trying to keep serve.
So 1st and 10 for Grapevine at their own 25. They're going to go with two receivers to the right, single receiver left, snap back, hand off to Tejada up the middle of the 30, 35, getting spun around and then finally getting dragged down out past the 40 for a gain of 16 to the 41-yard line. Nice run that time by Tejada.
Sure was a great run, right up the middle.
Snap
Nice
back,
big
Tejada's
hole.
going to get it again up to the 45, 46. They're going to mark him at the 45, and a late flag comes down after the play, so something happened after that. A couple of players upfield got into it. It was a 4-yard gain for Tejada. Let's see who this penalty is on.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty simple continuation of the play. Not sure. Perhaps it was a little bit of a late hit one way or the other.
After the play, personal foul, number 12, offense. 50-yard 50.
They're going to get, unfortunately, they're going to get Drew Vi for that after the play. I guess he just, you said it looked like it was just kind of continuation of the play. I guess he just went a little too long with it and in the officials' mind, so they're going to back that up after the play, and that's going to be backed up all the way to the 30-yard line and the down counts. It was after the play, so now it's 2nd and 20. Snap back. Mercer is going to tuck it and run. He's going to get out to across the 35 to about the 36-yard line before he gets brought down as the pocket collapsed around him kind of quickly there. So a gain of 6, but it's still long distance yardage now. It's 3rd and 14 now for this Grapevine offense.
Yeah, we haven't seen Mercer run very often.
Shotgun snap back to Mercer, looking downfield. He's going to fire it over the middle. It's caught by C.J. Holmes. He makes a couple of men miss. He's trying to dance his way to the first down. He's going to be a little short. Nice job rallying to make the tackle by the Horizon defense. Number 34, Jorge Jimenez, the junior defensive end, making the tackle. It was a nice gain, though, out to the 48-yard line, but unfortunately just a little bit short of the first down, a gain of 11, but they needed 14. Right now the offense is on the field, but we do know that Colt Mercer punts a lot out of these situations out of a quick kick, and that may be what they do here. 4th and 3 at the Grapevine 48. And then, no, it's going to be a fake up the middle. It's going to be a first down. Caleb Tejada was the up back. He took the snap, took it right up the gut, and got into Scorpion territory to the 47-yard line for a gain of 5 yards on a first down.
Grapevine's letting it all hang out tonight.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs as they keep this drive alive. 2 receivers stacked to the right, single receiver left. Snap back. It's a handoff to Tejada again. He's into the second level inside the 40, trying to break tackles. He's finally dragged down from behind by number 9, Raul De La Rosa, the senior linebacker, as he avoided a horse collar tackle somehow and was able to bring down Tejada from behind, but it's a gain all the way down to the 28-yard line. Snap back, Tejada gets it again. He's inside the 20, breaking more tackles as he just runs through arm tackles. You can't bring him down like that. He's down to the 16 for a gain of 12.
And now Tejada comes out, Victor De La Cruz making his first steps out into the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 16 for the Mustangs. Snap is back, and it's going to be De La Cruz. He's got an open hole, and he's into the end zone. Wow, that Red Sea parted up the middle as Victor De La Cruz went in untouched from 16 yards out.
So what a great play call there. I don't think they expected De La Cruz to get the ball, and the Red Sea did part right up the middle.
And it's going to be a 16-yard run for Victor De La Cruz as Grapevine takes the lead with the extra point to come.
Yes, sir.
The extra point is down. The snap is down, I should say. The extra point is up and good with 7:54 to go in the first half. It is 28-14 Grapevine. You're listening to Mustangs Football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
This is Josh Brown, owner of Cryo Nation in Grapevine and official cryotherapy provider for our Mustangs. Are you dealing with pain, soreness, or inflammation? Do you want to recover faster? Are you trying to lose weight, tighten, tone, firm the skin? Do you want to sleep better and have more energy? Then you need cryotherapy. In just 3 minutes of cryotherapy, you can accomplish all this and more.
You can hear all of us?
Recover faster, look incredible, live your best life. Try cryotherapy today at Cryo Nation in Grapevine for only $15.
As long as he can hear us, we'll just
cold, not old.
It's pre-owned truck month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. As the #1 Chevy dealer in the nation, we've allocated millions more to keep paying top dollar for your trade. Get an instant cash offer with our Easy Pass, or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM small business and dealer fleet deliveries.
Wow, the kickoff stayed in bounds somehow. Oh, man.
Fortunate play for the Grapevine Mustangs. What a great kick. Great coverage. And that was really, truly a touchdown-saving tackle by Latham Way, because had he not brought him down, he was 88 and out of the gate. So here we go. It's another first down. They are moving the ball with some very good consistency. Horizon is.
2nd and 5 now at the 32-yard line for Horizon, as their offense trying to overcome a mental mistake on the kickoff. They're going to go empty this time. Quijas takes a snap. It's a swing pass to Garcia. He makes the catch and is going to get the first down. Nice job of avoiding a tackle around the line of scrimmage and getting out to the 37 to move the chains. That's just a good, clean run. Jackson Yarbrough brought him down finally, but a good run that time by Garcia after the catch.
We've seen this twice where Garcia goes out in motion and gets behind the receivers, which is indicating screen. So twice we've seen it, twice we've seen the screen. We're still waiting for the other plays off of that.
This time they're going to go trips right, single receiver to the left. Shotgun snap back. It's a handoff to Garcia on the zone read, trying to go around the right side. There's a Grapevine stringing it out, and it's going to be a limited gain that time as he gets across the 40 before he gets knocked down. That was the defensive end, number 48, Tristan Sneed, who makes the tackle, but again, a good job not giving him the corner. He fell forward for a 3-yard gain, but that's the kind of defense you have to play against a guy like Garcia.
And it's a heck of a job by Sneed to hold his ground and make that play string out and then make the tackle. He made that entire play happen.
2nd and 7 now at the 41-yard line for the Scorpions. 6:20 to go in the first half. 2 receivers to each side. Snap back. Quijas dropping back this time. He fires it out to the right side, and is it caught? Yes, it is. It's going to be caught right on the sideline. Nice job that time by the wide receiver, number 82, Aaron Moreno, the senior wide receiver, dragging those feet behind him as he made that catch diving out of bounds. It was only a 1-yard gain, but still, that was an impressive job of footwork.
Yeah,
check that. It was a 3-yard gain.
And just to get rid of the ball, I mean, there was pressure coming right off the edge in his face, and he throws that comeback route, the only place his receiver can get it.
Snap back on 3rd and 4. It's a little quick screen. It's caught. It's going to be a first down into the open field as it's going to be Cameron Wagner making the tackle way downfield. But did the
That's
ball
going to be
out?
Grapevine's ball.
The ball came out, and
Yes,
it
sir.
was recovered by Grapevine. I did not see the ball come out as it was popping out, and so I wasn't sure who made the recovery. It looks like Cameron Wagner was the player who knocked it out. Check that. It was Josh Logan who recovered the fumble, but it was Cameron Wagner who was spinning the wide receiver down, number 82, Aaron Moreno, and the ball came loose and a turnover for the Mustangs.
Just can't say enough about Josh Logan. He gets all the way from his nose tackle position off a screen, gets all the way downfield to recover a fumble. And
it was a great,
wow.
It was a fantastically executed slip screen. It was going to be a huge gain and a first down. Snap back, handoff to Tejada. He's up at the 35 and getting tripped up right before the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 39. It'll be a gain of 7 for Tejada as the Mustangs took over at their own 32 after that fumble.
And they're not trying to slow down whatsoever. You wonder if they might try to use the whole 5 minutes, but no, they're going to see if they can score quickly here.
2nd and 3, snap back, play action. Mercer looking to throw. He's firing it deep. He's got a man wide open. The pass is going to be incomplete, but here come the flags. The pass was underthrown. Caden Cook was wide open. The pass hung up and was underthrown, and as he slowed up to go up for the ball, the DBs just ran full into him.
Yeah, we have 2 things there from Colt Mercer, and he'll get better with this, but not only does he throw it late, but he throws it inside to the outside receiver who was open at the snap of the ball right off the play fake. I'd like to see that ball come out a little sooner and stay on the outside. But when it goes like that, you have a chance for PI, and that's exactly what happened.
Yep, so it'll be a 15-yard penalty. That'll move the ball into Horizon territory at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. 2 receivers left, single receiver to the right. Snap back, handoff to Tejada. He's going up the middle, just pushing the pile forward. Going to be a solid gain of about 5 to the 41 on first down.
He had a nice pull from the right guard. Beckwith comes around and clears open a little hole for you. Tejada's been getting those tough yards up the middle tonight. Been very, very durable and hard to bring down.
Well, both he and Victor Delacruz, we've talked about this, are very strong runners for their size. 2nd and 5. Little quick throw. It's going to be caught inside the 40, 35, down to the 30. The speedy sophomore who's been added to the roster this week, Roman Carradine. He was actually, Rondale Carradine was added last week to the roster, makes the grab there. I've been told that he might be the fastest player in this program, the sophomore Rondale Carradine.
Well, and he's looked like it. No offense to Parker Polk, who we know is Mr. Everything, but gosh, he had 1-for-1 last week to catch for a touchdown, right? So
that was a 9-yard gain. Handoff to Tejada, and this time they bring him down at the line of scrimmage. Nice job that time by the defensive front of the Horizon Scorpions. Number 60, Luis Hernandez, the senior defensive lineman, gets off his block and takes down Tejada for no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 32 of the Scorpions. Snap back, Tejada will take it. Breaks an arm tackle, gets inside down to the 25. They're going to actually mark him at the 26. So that'll be a gain of 6 yards, setting up a 3rd and manageable 3rd and 4.
Yeah, just a little short. The whole playbook's open now. We haven't seen Colt Mercer run too much tonight. This could be a good opportunity.
Yeah, just the one scramble play so far. But he and the Mustangs have the ball 3rd and 4 at the Horizon 26-yard line. Pistol formation, handoff, and it's going to be a tackle for a loss. Victor Delacruz got the ball, tried to go off right tackles. They had kind of a jumbo formation in that time, but shooting the gap is the captain, number 42, Julian Contreras, leads this team with tackles for loss and got another one right there.
Yeah, and he comes over from the other side of the formation. Really good technique to be able to come from the backside of that play and run Victor Cruz down.
Yeah, just a great read. He drops Victor Delacruz for a loss of a yard, so it's 4th and 5. The Mustangs are going to leave the offense on the field here. You're kind of in that mid-range no man's land territory, 4th and 5, and now a timeout is going to be taken by the Horizon coaching staff. We'll take it with them. 3:13 to go here in the first half. Grapevine leads 28-14. This is Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
This is Josh Brown, owner of Cryo Nation in Grapevine and official cryotherapy provider for our Mustangs. Are you dealing with pain, soreness, or inflammation? Do you want to recover faster? Are you trying to lose weight, tighten, tone, firm the skin? Do you want to sleep better and have more energy? Then you need cryotherapy. In just 3 minutes of cryotherapy, you can accomplish all this and more. Recover faster, look incredible, live your best life. Try cryotherapy today at Cryo Nation in Grapevine for only $15. Get cold, not old.
It's Pre-owned.
The light shines on local students making their mark.
We grind as brothers, and we won as brothers today.
We just have each other's back no matter what.
See what it takes to be the best in class. High School Spotlight, Sunday on Valley Sports Southwest.
Roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM Small Business and Dealer Fleet Deliveries.
Mustangs bring the offense back after the timeout. 4th and 5 at the 27 of the Scorpions. Snap back to Mercer. He's going to fire it out at the left side. The pass is caught. And a great catch that time. A beautiful catch by number 22, C.J. Holmes. Caught the pass, took the hit, and hung on at the 19 for a gain of 6 and a first down.
That's a big-time throw. That is a big-time throw to catch ball, back foot, let it go, on time, on target. Great route by C.J.
And it was a big hit by the defensive back, number 15, Christopher Munoz, too, but Holmes held on. 1st and 10. Mercer looking to throw. The flag is down. He's got a wide-open receiver. It's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. Caden Cook was wide open in the corner of the end zone. Mercer found him. Let's see what the flag is. It was thrown right at the snap. So let's see if this is going to stand.
The game inside the game.
It is an offside against the Scorpions, so the touchdown stands. Mercer with his 4th touchdown pass of the first half, this time finding Caden Cook in the corner of the end zone.
The Cook was running a slant. Colt Mercer looked dead at him, decided not to throw it. He then took it back up the hash.
And the DB didn't go with him.
Defenders had no idea where he was. Great throw. What a great route.
J.D. Rice on for the extra point. Snap is down. Kick is up. The kick is good.
Great hold.
2:46. Yes, it was. 2:46 to go in the first half. Grapevine back up 35-14. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easy to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills. Shop now. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
It's pre-owned truck month at Classic Chevrolet.
Mustangs lining up to kick it away. This kickoff is going to be a high, short kick. It's going to hit at the 15 and spin. Picked up by Garcia around the 11-yard line. Now he cuts up the middle to the 20, around to the 25, and he'll be stopped there, so it's essentially like a touchback as the Scorpions will take over their own 25. 2:39 to go here in the first half. Scorpions trailing the Mustangs by a score of 35-14. Horizon does have 2 timeouts left to work with here in this first half.
Yeah, it's really good work by this Grapevine kickoff team so far. We know that Horizon comes in with a very good return game, and they've been able to hold that at bay so far as this game has gotten started. And almost a halftime, haven't given up a big return just yet. This is a big stop for them. This is a chance for them to really seize control going into halftime.
They're going to go empty set here on first down. Quijas is going to swing it out to the left side on a wide receiver screen. Caught out past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Tyler Mears on the stop, as making the catch was Angel Gutierrez, the senior wide receiver, for a gain of 7 yards on first down.
And you're going to be all right with that if you're the Grapevine defense. Okay to give up a couple yards. Just don't let them get the big chunk plays.
Snap back handoff to Garcia, trying to go around the right side, getting strung out wide. He's not going to get the corner. He's going to get knocked out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. Another good job of stringing that zone read play out wide before getting knocked out of bounds. Cameron Wagner and Adrian White in on the tackle on that play.
Just great linebacker play as a whole by Grapevine, and of course the secondary coming up to help make their contributions in this run defense.
That's going to make it 3rd and 3 now for this Scorpion offense. Receiver goes in motion from right to left. Snap back. Quijas looks to throw. He swings it out. It's caught. It's going to be a first down, but no yards after the catch. Nice job that time by number 20, Orlando Del Valle, the senior wide receiver, as he went just past the sticks, turned around, made that catch as he was getting hit by Mishak and Goy, number 13.
And you could see the arm strength, right, of the quarterback from Horizon. And again,
he swings it out this time at just a hitch route out around the 45-yard line. It was caught by number 82, Aaron Moreno. That's going to see where they mark him down. They're going to mark him at the 43. That's a poor spot, I think, by the official there. He caught that up around the 45, but gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Snap back to Quijas. Look at downfield. Here comes the pressure. He is not going to get away this time. No, he flipped it forward to Garcia, who's going to get the first down. What a play by the quarterback, Quijas. He is literally getting brought down for the sack and had the presence of mind to just shovel it forward to his running back and get the first down.
Yeah, from up here, I couldn't figure out what he was trying to do. I couldn't see the running back sitting there in the hole, and Quijas really with a heads-up play there. Got to give it to his athleticism.
That's going to be a gain of 5 yards out to the 48-yard line, but just the heads-up play by Quijas as a timeout has been called by Horizon, their second of the half. Just the heads-up play by Quijas to avoid the sack and get the ball to Garcia, who was able to do something with it and get the first down.
Well, so far, Quijas has been as advertised. We've seen some very athletic plays from him. We've seen a strong arm from him. We've seen accurate throws. He's everything that we heard about coming into the game.
So we've got, as we got a timeout here, we would like to thank our friends at Energy Attic. Energy Attic helps improve your climate control. Ryan Amerson at Energy Attic They will transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reducing those cold and hot pockets, making it more comfortable throughout, saving you up to 40% on your energy bill. Schedule your free Energy Attic audit online at energyattic.com. Energy Attic, attic solutions to transform your life. Snap back to Quijas on 1st and 10. He's rolling to his left now. He fires, and that pass is going to skip in. He was throwing kind of against his body there, trying to get the ball to number 23, Dominic Chaparra, and just couldn't. It was kind of off balance, and that pass just went in low.
Now, really difficult for a right-handed quarterback to roll left, get your hips flipped, turn back, and then be able to hit a rifle shot downfield. So, a nice attempt there, but very difficult throw.
That's going to make it 2nd and 10. 1:16 to go here in the first half. Mustangs up 35-14. Trips right, single receiver left, pistol formation, snap back. It's a swing backwards pass, and Garcia's going to throw. He has a man wide open. It's caught, and that's going to be a touchdown. This time, it's the Scorpions who pull out the trick play. They send Garcia in motion to the right like it's going to be one of those screens, except he went backwards. The pass was backwards, and Garcia unloaded to a wide-open Aaron Moreno for the touchdown.
Well, Coach told us in the pregame interview that he can throw as well. Little Booby Miles action as we're sitting here in Midland, Texas, but we knew there was going to be some more plays off that kind of a look, and there it was right there.
52 yards on the double pass. The snap on the extra point is down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 1:06 to go in the first half. It's now 35-21 Grapevine. You're listening to Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Living in North Texas provides all of us with an amazing quality of life, including an affordable cost of living, outstanding schools, unbelievable cultural opportunities, and the best sports around. But we also have to put up with severe storms. Hi folks, Champion Sports Radio President and Founder Thomas Lee here to tell you when a hail or windstorm comes through your neighborhood, do what we did and call Greenleaf Roofing. Greenleaf Roofing is a fully insured, locally owned and operated company built on the values of amazing craftsmanship, affordable options, and innovative solutions. And they are proud that those values still stand as a foundation for their business today. And did I mention Greenleaf Roofing has 24-hour emergency service available? It's nice to know Greenleaf Roofing will be there in a hurry if you need them. After the first experience, I became a customer for life and have used them on 3 different homes. But don't just take my word for it. Learn about the Greenleaf Roofing difference yourself by calling them at 972-379-9109 or go online to greenleaf-roofing.com to find out how you can get your free quote. Greenleaf Roofing, the #1 choice for all your roofing needs.
Kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback, so the Mustangs will take over at their own 25 here with 1:06 to go. The Mustangs do have all 3 of their timeouts to work with here. I would not be surprised to see Coach Alexander push this here and see if they can at least get into field goal range here before the end of the half.
You have nothing to lose. I think you run a play that you feel good about to start with, right? See where that gets you, and then that kind of dictates the rest of this half for you right here. But why not be aggressive and try to get some more points?
Twins right, single receiver left. Snap back. It's going to be a handoff to Tejada, and nowhere to go this time. He gets dropped at the line of scrimmage, as that time coming through to make the tackle was number 75, Brian Cordero, the senior defensive lineman. 2nd and 10, clock under a minute and counting. Grapevine's letting it run here. I think they were trying to see if they could pop a run there and then make their decision after that.
You always make the decision after that first play, and now just be smart.
Tejada takes the ball. He's going to break a tackle at the line, get out past the 30, 35, still pushing forward. Nice gain out to the 38, a 13-yard gain. First down. Looking to see if Grapevine's going to call timeout. Doesn't look like they are. They're going to go ahead and run a play here as they're lined up. Running tempo, snap back, swing pass caught by C.J. Holmes. Out past the 40. He breaks a tackle and gets out of bounds. It's going to be close to a first down. I think it's a gain of 9 out to the 47, but the clock does stop with 23 seconds left. And so now, you might be able to get tricky here.
You've got
your
time.
Timeouts.
You've got time, 23 seconds. Obviously, the clock stops on out of bounds and first down. So
2nd and 1 at the Grapevine 47. 2 receivers to each side, traditional 4-wide formation. Snap back. Mercer looking to throw. He fires one out. It's caught by Holmes. It'll be a first down at the 46-yard line of Horizon.
I like how CJ, as he goes to catch the ball, he just kind of leans towards that sideline so he can catch the ball, and the ball takes him out of bounds at the same time.
It's a gain of 7, and the clock stops because he did get out of bounds. 17 seconds left now. 1st and 10 at the 46 of the Scorpions. Trips left, single receiver right. Mercer takes the snap, play action, looking to throw. He's still looking. He's going to fire this one towards Holmes again, and that one's going to be picked off. Up at the 20, 25, 30, and then brought down. Tried to hit C.J. Holmes, kind of tried to force one in right there because the coverage of the safeties over the top had swung over to kind of cover the top, and that was Angel Semental, number 2, the safety, who on the season came into this game. I believe he was leading the team. Yeah, no, that was Sigala, but Semental had 3. That was his 4th interception on the season. As, that time I think Mercer just tried to force one in.
Well, it looked like a little bit of a miscommunication. CJ was running a double move. In the midst of his double move, he kind of throttled down a little bit because he did see the safety over the top. Unfortunately, Colt didn't see the safety over the top and let the ball go. So it'll happen. They'll fix that.
5 seconds to go here in the first half. Grapevine will also get the ball to start the third quarter. Snap back. Quijas is just going to fire this deep downfield, and that pass is going to be intercepted. Cameron Wagner, he's going to be up to midfield. Now he pitches it inside the 40. Inside the 35 is number 27, Drew Nelson, and he finally gets knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. So Grapevine tried to see if they could make something happen on that pick. Almost did, but it's going to end the first half. It has been a wild one here in Midland, as these offenses have put on a show tonight. The Grapevine Mustangs lead the Horizon Scorpions by a score of 35-21 as we go to the half. When we come back, we'll have scores from around the Dallas-Fort Worth area for you, the playoff action to catch you up on that. We'll also let you hear some of the Grapevine Mustang Marching Band as we bring you the halftime show here from Grande Communications Stadium in Midland. It'll be the Prosperity Bank halftime show coming up. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Samantha Wilson, please come to the novelty room under the stadium by the elevator.
Of Champion
Samantha
Sports
Wilson,
Radio,
please come
your
to the
home
novelty
for
room
championship
by the
broadcasts.
elevator. Thank you.
Are you worried how 2020 is in?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did you lose too?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you to the halftime Mustang Sings. For your halftime entertainment, Grapevine High School is proud to present the award-winning Fabulous Phillies Dance Officers in their grand entry performance. Officers from left to right are Lieutenant Natalie Paveda, Lieutenant Sophia Whitsett, First Lieutenant Avery Miller, Captain Abby Vick, Lieutenant Emily O'Neill, Lieutenant Claire Phillips. Fabulous Philly social officers are President Kate Clement, Vice President Kara Ranan, Secretary Ria Srinivasan, Historian Crystal Maniloon, Chancellor Ella Crenshaw, Social Media Administrator Aubrey Alexander, and Philanthropy Chair Molly Hilton. Please welcome to the field the Grapevine Phillies dance team. The Fabulous Phillies are under the direction of Christy Hansen, assisted by Amanda Birch. The Phillies wish to extend a special thank you to our 2021-2022 silver level sponsors, Glacier Custom Homes, First Choice Stadium Storage, and Weston Southlake. This week's staff recognition is one very important lady, GHS athletic trainer Tiffany Phillips, and her entire athletic trainer crew. Thank you for keeping all of our athletes safe and healthy. This week's Spirit Girl is Meredith Maddox. Rookie of the Week is Hannah Marchbanks. And our Philly Honor Girl is Kara Kramer. The Phillies will be performing an entertaining field jazz routine to Drag Me Down.
Grant, you mean? It doesn't look like he's at his camera over there. And those are Fabulous Phillies.
Very key for Grapevine fans. We'll give you that score in a little bit. But this is Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic.
Now let's give a round of applause to our
down to the
Grapevine
field.
Mustangs. Let's hear it again for Grapevine Mustang Band. And let's go Mustangs!
At First Colleyville, we believe that church is a place where anyone can find connection, purpose, hope, and community. From an engaging kids ministry to a high-energy student ministry, and from compelling weekend experiences to in-depth adult ministry studies, our goal is to lead every generation to know and follow Jesus. If you're looking for a church home, we would love to invite you to check out all we have going on. For service times and directions, visit firstcolleyville.com, and we will see you this weekend.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. As the #1 Chevy dealer in the nation, we've allocated millions more to keep paying top dollar for your trade. Get an instant cash offer with our Easy Pass, or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM Small Business and Dealer Fleet deliveries.
Hello, Grapevine High School Mustang football fans. I'm Dr. Kelly Brown, alumni and former Grapevine High School football player. I'm also the owner of Brown Chiropractic Center, which has served the Grapevine community for over 35 years. We're across from Quick Trip on the corner of William B. Tate and Ira E. Woods, and we'd love to invite you to come see us. I'm also a proud supporter of the Grapevine High School football team and the Grapevine community. Go Mustangs!
This is Josh Brown, owner of CryoNation in Grapevine and official cryotherapy provider for our Mustangs. Are you dealing with pain, soreness, or inflammation? Do you want to recover faster? Are you trying to lose weight, tighten, tone, firm the skin? Do you want to sleep better and have more energy? Then you need cryotherapy. In just 3 minutes of cryotherapy, you can accomplish all this and more. Recover faster, look incredible, live your best life. Try cryotherapy today at CryoNation in Grapevine for only $15. Get cold, not old.
Customers all across Texas are upgrading for less at Classic Chevrolet and Grapevine. With a classic deal, it's easy to trade up and possibly lower your payments. New Chevys arriving daily. Others might, but Classic never, and I mean never, charges more than MSRP. That's Texas true pricing. 800 pre-owns on the ground. Just a few clicks to buy online with our Easy Pass. A classic deal is here. Waiting could cost you.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easy to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills. Shop now. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
Each year across the United States, young lives are lost to sudden cardiac arrest, and our communities are left to pick up the pieces. That's what happened in April of 2009 when Zachary Schraw lost his life to an undiagnosed heart condition after collapsing suddenly during a Plano East Senior High School football practice. After his death, Zach's loved ones knew it was time to take action to protect young hearts across North Texas from this silent killer. Since its establishment in 2009, Living for Zachary has impacted thousands of families by providing heart screenings for donating AEDs to youth-based organizations, and training community members in the use of CPR, all with the goal of saving lives. Sudden cardiac arrest doesn't wait, so we can't either. Schedule your child's heart screening today, apply for an AED for your organization, or make a donation that could change a life forever. Together, we can give our children's hearts a second chance. Join the movement to save young hearts at livingforzachary.org today.
back here at Grande Communications Stadium in Midland, Texas, where the Grapevine Mustangs lead the Horizon Scorpions by a score of 35-21. This is the Prosperity Bank halftime show, and right now it's time to catch you up on some scores from around the area and around the state when it comes to the loveliness of the high school football playoffs. And as I scroll back up to get a little bit of my scoreboard bump music going, we'll go ahead and kind of start you down that path. And we'll start with a game outside of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, but key to Grapevine fans. Last night, out in Fort Stockton, the Cooper High School out of Lubbock blew out Parkland High School out of El Paso by a score of 51-14, which means that if the Mustangs prevail tonight, they will face Cooper in a rematch of last year's regional semifinal round, as the Cooper Pirates again win 51-14. They advance. This game next week, if the Mustangs prevail, will take place in Abilene at Abilene Christian University. Other scores from around the area will get you caught up here. There were some games last night. One taking place in 5A. South Oak Cliff took down Frisco 35-14 in a matchup there. Tonight, most of the what in a game had happened earlier here in Midland at Grande Communications Stadium. Mansfield Summit blew out Chapin High School out of El Paso 56-7 in that game there. We're also looking for some other scores from around the area. No report from the Trophy Club, the Byron Nelson El Paso Eastlake game. Right now, Allen is in a battle in the third quarter as they've scored 2 touchdowns in the third quarter to take a 28-24 lead over Lake Highlands. Again, that would be a huge upset. That game taking place at Allen High School in 6A Division I. Also right now in 6A, Louisville up on Arlington Martin 21-10. That game is also in the third quarter in neutral site game. Aledo all over Liberty High School out of Frisco 33-7. The Bearcats, one of the favorites in Class 5A Division II. Lovejoy is up on Burleson 28-16. That game also in the third quarter in 5A action. Lone Star High School out of Frisco is trailing big to College Station High 38-14. That game in the third quarter. Highland Park and Wakeland High School out of Frisco are locked up 14-all. That game in the third quarter. Prosper tonight all over the Grand Prairie Gophers tonight in that game at neutral site. Prosper after their win last week. After their win last week over Marcus out of Flower Mound, is up 37-7. That game in the third quarter there. Denton Geyer continuing their role. They are blowing out Jesuit High School out of Jesuit High School in Dallas 56-7. The Geyer Wildcats leading in the third quarter in that matchup. As we roll down to try and get more in Class 4A, some more scores here. Argyle up on Kennedale, 17-0. That game in the third quarter as well. Duncanville in 6A matchup, shutting out Mesquite right now at the half. That game is a 33-0 lead for the Duncanville Panthers. Lancaster is taking on Longview tonight, and the Lobos lead 10-7. That game is at half. Timberview High School out of Mansfield taking on Ennis tonight at the half. That game is 21-14 Timberview as they try to advance. Rockwall Heath is taking on Temple tonight. 21-12 is the score there at the half. Rockwall Heath with the lead. Kaufman High School is taking on La Vega High School, and that game is in the second quarter. Kaufman leading La Vega out of Waco by a score of 10-7. Those are some scores from around the area. Obviously, a lot of games taking place tomorrow as well in both Class 5A and 6A, including the Heritage Panthers, the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. They play tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock in their playoff matchup. So that's catching you up from around the area. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have some stats for you here from this ball game in Midland as the Mustangs lead the Horizon Scorpions 35-21. You're listening to Mustangs Football, presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
It's It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. As the #1 Chevy dealer in the nation, we've allocated millions more to keep paying top dollar for your trade. Get an instant cash offer with our Easy Pass or custom order the truck you want how you want it. Classic has the most Chevy deliveries in Texas. That means you get your truck faster. Find new roads.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Based on 2020 GM small business and dealer fleet deliveries.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
Stay up on all the latest news about the teams you care about and know when your favorite games are on the air thanks to Champion Sports Radio social media. Follow us on Twitter at Champion Sports, like our Facebook page at facebook.com/championsportsradio, or look for us on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio. Tell us why your team will win this week. Share when your favorite athlete is named Player of the Week, or brag about what your school alumni are up to now. That's on Twitter at Champion Sports, facebook.com/Champion Sports Radio, and on Instagram at Champion Sports Radio. Your home for championship social media.
Hello, Grapevine High School Mustang football fans. I'm Dr. Kelly Brown, alumni and former Grapevine High School football player. I'm also the owner of Brown Chiropractic Center, which has served the Grapevine community for over 35 years. We're across from Quick Trip on the corner of William B. Tate and Ira E. Woods, and we'd love to invite you to come see us. I'm also a proud supporter of the Grapevine High School football team and the Grapevine community. Go Mustangs!
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we love the sounds of the great outdoors. And that's why we make it easier than ever for you to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills for all the ways you love to play. Make shopping easy with Academy Sports and Outdoors. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
Classic Chevrolet in Grapevine has been named Regional Buying Center for pre-owned vehicles in Texas. 2,000 vehicles will be purchased, all makes and models. It's easy with buyers on hand writing checks. Classic Chevrolet. Find new roads.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit energyattic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well.
We apologize. Halftime was cut a little bit shorter tonight. Horizon comes out and kicks the ball out of bounds at the Grapevine 36-yard line as they go with the pooch kick towards the sideline. And the Mustangs will take over at their own 36 here, 1st and 10, as we get the third quarter started. And we'll give you some stats as we go here from this first half of action, as it was a very active first half. Both teams with just under 400 yards of total offense in that first half. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Snap back to Colt Mercer. He hands it to Tejada. Going around the left side up to the 40. Dragging tacklers out to the 45 and brought down there finally after a 9-yard gain, as he just went basically right off between left guard and left tackle and just took it around left end for a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, really nice, tough run. We've seen that from Tejada all night long. Not only is he getting through the holes, but he's very difficult to bring down, especially with the first guy.
2nd and 1 now at the 45. Snap back. Another handoff to Tejada going around right side this time up to midfield. And he's into the open field, and he is going to house this to the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Caleb Tejada takes it over right tackle, turns upfield, and nobody touched him. 55 yards to the house.
Max Livingston and Dylan Beckwith, they opened up a huge, you could just see an avalanche come down the left side, so he Tejada's able to get to that right side quickly and then makes the cut down the middle of the field. No one there to stop him. That's a statement coming out of the locker room.
40 seconds into the second half, and the Mustangs extend their lead back up to 21 points. The snap is down. The extra point from J.D. Rice is up, and it is good. 11:20 to go in the third quarter. Mustangs up 42-21. You're listening to Mustang Football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
There's a time and a place for everything.
As you'll see, projections for the next quarter are...
He shoots, he scores! 2 points for team middle management. The office is not one of them.
Jack, can I see you in my office?
No pouting, it's your ball. Let's see what you got.
But Whirly Ball is. For corporate events, team building, and private parties, Whirly Ball in Hearst and Plano is electric fun. Test your skills on the arcade games. Zip around in your Whirly Bug for a Whirly Ball competition. Or play the most affordable laser tag in the city. Learn more at whirlyball.info.
Hello, Grapevine High School Mustang football fans. I'm Dr. Kelly Brown, alumni and former Grapevine High School football player. I'm also the owner of Brown Chiropractic Center, which has served the Grapevine community for over 35 years. We're across from Quick Trip on the corner of William B. Tate and Ira E. Woods, and we'd love to invite you to come see us. I'm also a proud supporter of the Grapevine High School football team and the Grapevine community. Go Mustangs!
The kickoff is a high pooch kick, and it hits the ground inside the 20 and then skips past Garcia inside the 10, and he gets wrapped up at the 6-yard line after picking it up and having nowhere to go. The pooch kick that time worked from J.D. Rice as the Scorpions let the ball hit, and it didn't pay off as Garcia couldn't corral it.
This third phase of the game, the special teams, so important. We've talked about it all year. Grapevine's special teams has been excellent. They're excellently coached. And what a great job. Everybody in their lanes getting down. J.D. Rice, he's just a spectacular kicker in his own right. And they're able to pin them deep. Now they have a long way to go.
1st and 10, they're going to mark him at the 9. Snap back, handoff to Garcia. He gets across the 10 and out to about the 12 for a gain of 3 before he finally gets brought down. Nice job that time picking his way through the line by Garcia. Number 33, Tyler Mears, as well as Tristan Sneed in on the tackle. The Mustangs tonight wearing their blue jerseys with white numbers outlined in red with red stripes on the shoulders. Their white helmets with the red Mustang logo on it. The white pants, the blue stripe outlined in red. 2nd and 7 for Horizon. Empty set this time. Snap back to Quijas. He's looking to throw. He's going to step up, roll to his left, still looking, and he's going to fire it deep up the sideline and out of bounds. It's great coverage. He was looking for Dominic Chaparra, but the Mustangs were all over it that time, as on the coverage was number 20, Jackson Yarbrough.
The coverage was great, and what was even better, both defensive ends were playing a contained technique, so there's nowhere for him to escape out of the pocket. Josh Logan had beaten a double team and was bearing down on him. He had no choice but to throw the ball away.
3rd and 7 now for the Scorpions at their own 12-yard line. Shotgun snap back, rolling to his left is Quijas. He's looking that way, not finding anybody. Now he's going to take off, and he's going to get brought down for a loss back at the 10-yard line, as getting a hold of him and able to bring him down that time was number 19, Leighton Towery, who that time, as he's done a couple of times tonight, Quijas rolled one way, didn't see receivers open, so he tried to cut back the other way and scramble against the grain and find open field, but Towery was there.
Yet again, a coverage sack, and this secondary for Grapevine is really the story right now from a defensive perspective. They are shutting down those receivers on the back end.
That's going to force the Horizon to punt. It's a line drive punt. It's going to be caught at the 36, and Polk's got room to run inside the 25, the 20, cutting back to the 15, to the 10, the 5, and it's into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown number 4 for Parker Polk. 3 receiving, and now a punt return. What's the kid going to do next?
He's doing it all tonight. Parker Polk that time on the low line drive punt runs up and fields it right off his shoe tops at the 36-yard line, and there was room to run because the coverage hadn't gotten there yet. He cut to the left towards the Grapevine sideline, cut back towards the middle, and just scampered into the end zone.
If you're Parker Polk, you don't want this game to end. He is having the game of his life tonight. carrying the Mustangs on his shoulders.
36 yards on the punt return touchdown. And that really puts some space in. And now they're going to go for two, and they're going to throw it to Caden Cook for the 2-point conversion. As that time, taking the snap, Drew Vai, the holder, picked it up, and I guess it was a low snap. He picked it up and lobbed it into the end zone to Caden Cook for the 2-point conversion.
Hard to tell if that was a called play or not, but I'll tell you what, they're pulling out all the stops. That's 3 plays tonight that we've seen that we have not seen all year long. We expected that when we talked to Coach Alexander earlier this afternoon in Abilene. And he is not holding back. It's no holds barred, up 50-21, and really putting a stamp on this game right now is Grapevine.
Yeah, the Grapevine has really put some distance between themselves and this explosive Scorpion offense, as they're up now 50-21, 9.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter, as the Mustangs will now line it up to kick things off. As out to do the honors this time is number 47, Hayden Rhodes. He boots this one away. It's a high short pooch kick. It's going to hit again, and it's going to be picked cleanly this time at the 15. But great coverage by Grapevine. Only a 6-yard return to the 21-yard line as number 15, Christopher Munoz, picked it up off the hop and just had nowhere to go.
I'm not sure who got down there fast enough, gosh. I'm trying to see. It's a mash of people, but it was a fantastic hit, helmet to the chest.
Looks like it was number 31, Brock Smith, who got there first and made the hit.
Great job, Brock. Great job to get down there and just put the helmet in the chest pad and bring down the ball carrier.
1st and 10 for the Scorpions. Snap back, handoff to Garcia. He breaks tackles in the backfield and then just gets dragged down. He tried to jump cut out of those tackles. Latham Way was the man who got around the legs of Garcia and brought him down for a loss of a yard.
It's all about discipline for the Grapevine defense. They've played shifty players throughout the season, and they're really just playing assignment football, sticking in their gaps and not giving any cutback lanes.
Grapevine starting to really take control of this football game here in the third quarter. Took the first possession for a touchdown with the long touchdown run from Caleb Tejada, and now their defense is stepping up. Snap back, 2nd and 11. Quijas looking to throw. Fakes, now he rolls to his left and nowhere to go, and now he's going to get sacked. Behind the line, the ball's loose, and
That's
it's going to be a Grapevine
ball.
Is it going to be a Grapevine recovery, or is it out of bounds?
It looked like he fell on the ball before he slid out of bounds.
I still haven't seen it. Is
First
now
down,
finally
Grapevine.
a signal. The ball got recovered over near the sideline, and we couldn't tell if it was inbounds or not as the sack was made as Quijas tried to escape. Grapevine does recover on the far sideline at the Scorpion 7-yard line, 1st and goal.
This is what we call the proverbial wheels are coming off. I mean, right now Grapevine is hitting on all cylinders, and they're in a position right now really to put this game away.
And they're going to come out and they're going to bring out their version of the jumbo package here on 1st down as Victor Delacruz is in at tailback. They're coming out in a 3 tight end formation essentially with an extra offensive lineman. Snap back, handoff to Delacruz. He's inside the 5 and gets tripped up and almost scores. Gets brought down at the 1-yard line after a gain of 6. As again, this was the heavy package for Grapevine.
We talked about the thunder and lightning last week. Obviously, Delacruz is a little bit more of the thunder, even though he's not very big, but he just runs so hard.
They've got Josh Logan in as an extra offensive lineman along with 3 tight ends. Snap back, handoff, and Victor Delacruz is going to power his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Great effort by the free safety Aaron Segala. He met Delacruz at the line, but Delacruz just kept the feet moving and pushed his way into the end zone.
He sure did. I think if you look on the front of that 11 jersey, you might find a shoe print of Delacruz right there between the 1 and the 1. That's just a great job to run over the man at the goal line.
Give credit to Josh Logan checking as the extra offensive lineman along with Hank Miller, Cameron Mobe, and Leighton Towery in as the extra tight ends. Snap back on the extra point. The kick is up and the kick is good. And it is now 57, and wow, and in a flash, the Mustangs have just blown this game wide open. 3 touchdowns in just under 4 minutes of action as they lead now 57-21. This is Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, we love the sounds of the great outdoors. And that's why we make it easier than ever for you to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills for all the ways you love to play. Make shopping easy with Academy Sports and Outdoors. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
Hey, Mustang fans, have you been meaning to get to the dentist and it just keeps getting pushed back to the list for tomorrow? Well, today, let me introduce you to Dr. Chip Mercer and Fielder Park Dental, where they're creating and restoring beautiful smiles. They're a full-service dental office that provides everything from your basic dental cleanings to more advanced care like implants and Invisalign orthodontics. Online at fielderparkdental.com or call 817-275-4817 for an appointment. Conveniently located in North Arlington, Dr. Mercer's a proud Mustang dad. Fielderparkdental.com or call 817-275-4817.
The high pooch kick again has been employed well tonight. J.D. Rice kicks it this time. It was caught on the run by number 15, Christopher Munoz, at about the 19, and he got it out to the 27 before he got stood up and stopped. So it's about an 8-yard return for Horizon, and they start at their own 27-yard line.
Now they're going to have some urgency as Horizon. They come out, and they're in an empty set to start.
3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Quijas dropping back. He's looking down the field, not finding anybody. Now he's rolling to his right, trying to get away, and he's just going to fire it out of bounds because no one was open. And he was back there for about 7 or 8 seconds as he was trying to rolling to his left and rolling to his right, and then finally just threw it out of bounds. Grapevine coaching staff wanting an intentional grounding call, but they're not going to get it. But, man, there it is, just great coverage by the back end of this Grapevine defense.
And they're playing man coverage against 5 receivers, and I'm watching every single man is covered up.
Yeah.
And they had the double drag underneath, and everything was covered up beautifully.
2nd and 10 now. Snap back. Quarterback draw from Quijas this time, and he gets hit right at the line. Latham Way with a beautiful stick. It's a short gain out to the gain of a yard to the 28, but Latham Way just laid the wood that time.
Latham Way, he's not going to – if you come into his area, you're going to expect to take a hit. That's what he does best, and not giving up any ground on that one.
Looks like they're going to give him forward progress to the 29, so officially it's a gain of 2. 3rd and 8 now for the Scorpions as we're down to 7-12 and counting here in the third quarter. Snap back to Quijas. Looking to his right, he's going to swing it out to Garcia. Makes the catch at the 30, up to the 35, and it's going to be a first down. Nice job by Garcia to get right to the first down marker, catching that swing pass. Again, that wasn't the first read, but Quijas had to dump it down, and Garcia did the job to move the chains.
Yeah, they caught him on a corner blitz coming from the other side, which means that there's no one responsible for that running back coming out of the backfield. So nice play call by Horizon there to get their best player in space and get him the ball.
After the change get reset, it's 1st and 10 for the Scorpions at their own 38-yard line. Trips left, single receiver right. Garcia this time motions out and resets in that bubble package formation. They fake it. They look that way. Don't throw it. Now it's going to be a pass out to the far side, and it's over the head of the intended wide receiver as it looked like he was trying to hit number 81, Angel Gutierrez, and that pass just sailed high.
Again, this in the playoffs, it's all about adjustments. Coach Alexander, you could tell, talked to his defense after the last time. He looks like he's going to throw the screen, right, with the intention of hitting the deep outside receiver down the sideline, but Grapevine does a great job of just settling in and not biting on the fake screen.
2nd and 10 now for the Scorpions. Trips left, single receiver right, snap back to Quijas, looking down the field. Here comes the corner blitz, but he gets the ball away, and he has a man over the middle. That caught into Grapevine territory. 45, inside down to about the 43. They're going to officially mark him at the 44. That's Dominic Chaparra, the wide receiver slash tight end, number 23, making a nice grab. And, that was just a good job by Quijas. Initial reads weren't there. He came back, found a man over the middle, and got it out there for a first down with a nice gain.
And they found the man that ran his route off the corner blitz, so the safety not able to get over there quite quick enough to cover up for the blitzer. That's tough to ask the corner to blitz almost from outside the numbers there.
18 yards on the catch and run by Chaparra. 1st and 10. Snap back to Quijas. He's looking towards Garcia. Now he's going to fire it deep, and again over the head. He's trying to drop it in between the defenders in zone coverage. Second time he's tried to hit Angel Gutierrez on the sideline about 15 yards downfield, and it's just sailing a little too high as he's trying to drop it in between defenders.
Yeah, and you think maybe if he throws a perfect pass, we're looking at a possible interception because you do have bracket coverage out there. Anytime that Garcia motions out behind the trips receivers, they're just going to a zone coverage.
2nd and 10, empty set this time at the 44. Snap back. They are going to throw it to Garcia on a bubble screen. He makes the catch, breaks one tackle, and almost gets away. Cameron Wagner made a touchdown-saving tackle after a gain of about 7 yards. He got away from the initial
shines
tackle.
on local students making their mark.
We grind as brothers, and we won as brothers today.
We just have each other's back no matter what.
See what it takes to be the best in class. High School Spotlight, Sunday on Valley Sports Southwest.
Hard to take down. He's hard to take down.
Snap back. It's going to be a straight quarterback run around the left side. Quijas is going to be close to the first down as he took that snap and went around left end. And looks like he's going to get just enough at the 34, a gain of 3, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, I don't know about you, but every time I've seen a team really drive the ball the ways and take time off the clock like Horizon's doing now, typically Grapevine's defense has been able to make a stop at some point and typically even get a turnover. So the longer Horizon has the ball without scoring, the better I feel about Grapevine's defense making a play down the stretch here.
1st and 10 at the 34. Garcia motions to the right, resets, and it's an empty set. Quijas looked at him. Now he fires over the middle, and that pass is caught by Chaparra. Breaks a tackle initially and then gets brought down at the 15-yard line of Grapevine as Savion Shockley wrapped him up to bring him down finally. But again, a nice find by Quijas. He looked to Garcia. They were kind of hovering around him, the defense was. So he went back, tried to find another receiver, and found Chaparra over the middle.
Yeah, he had just too much time. He wasn't forced to get off his spot at all. So really nice come back to his second, even third read on that one. 1st
and 10 at the Grapevine 15. Snap back, handoff to Garcia. This time going off left guard inside the 10, the 5, touchdown. There's the shiftiness. That offensive line for Horizon opened up a nice hole off left guard, and Garcia did the rest, and he punches it into the end zone with 4:19 to go here in the third quarter.
You know, and quick note, this is the second drive now. Josh Logan not in the game. That could make a difference with them being able to pop off yards up the middle like that.
Now, they've been rotating defensive linemen in and out. With this type of offense, you've got to give guys breathers, and they may have just caught him out because he's standing on the sideline. Looks just fine. So, snap is down on the extra point. The kick is up, and the kick by Angel Siementhal is good. 4:19 to go here in the third quarter. Grapevine still leads 57-28. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com.
A classic deal is here. Waiting could cost you.
Classic Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Siementhal with the high pooch kick. It is fair caught on the far sideline that time by number 2, Dylan Hohenberger, and it's caught at the 34-yard line. The pooch kicks have not been working quite as well for Horizon as they have for Grapevine here in this ball game, so the Mustangs will take over at their own 34-yard line. 4:19 to go here in the third quarter. They still lead 57-28, a good 4-touchdown lead, but I don't expect the Mustangs to take their foot off the gas offensively.
No, I expect to see the ones in here for a while. The play calls stay the same.
Handoff to Tejada. Flag immediately dropped down. It's a gain of about 5 out to the 39. But again, the back judge dropped the flag right at the snap. So I'm curious to see what this call might be.
Looks like it's going to go against Horizon based on
I wonder if it's a I wonder what the flag is because the back judge dropped it. Substitution violation. Okay, that explains it.
The only thing I do wonder as we go 4 minutes left to go in the third is I feel like your best defense right now is having your offense on the field.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you wonder if they just slow things down a little bit, but
slow the tempo down, but from
continue
a play calling
to,
standpoint, keep pushing.
Continue to be aggressive with your play calling.
So the substitution infraction, Coach Alexander takes the penalty to keep it first down. Same yardage, so it's now 1st and 5 instead of 2nd and 5. 2 receivers left, single receiver right. Snap back, handoff to Tejada. Going over the right side and just not much room there. Nice job that time by the defense. And we have some action down the field. No flags thrown, but guys kind of quote-unquote continuing the play after the whistle.
Looks similar to me as what they called Drew Vi for earlier, so I don't want to get in trouble here. But
that was number 34, Jorge Jimenez, who made the tackle that time on Tejada at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap back, play action. Mercer's going to fire it. Pass is caught by Polk for a first down. Stiff arm and kind of breaking a tackle and getting an extra 2-3 yards out of it. Nice job by Parker Polk right there to get some more yardage. Gets it out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 9 and a first.
And coming into the game, we expected to see off coverage. We haven't really seen a lot of off coverage, which has been good for the deep ball, but now we're starting to see these DBs back off a little bit and allows Mercer to do what he does best, nickel and dime the defense.
Little jet sweep action to Parker Polk this time, going around the right side across midfield and down to the 46-yard line of Horizon. It's going to be a 6-yard gain with the little pop pass that time as Parker Polk came in motion and went around the right side.
Quarterbacks love that play. It counts as a pass play for them now, and it's very little risk.
We'll give you some of the numbers as we can go along here in this ball game. The offensive numbers in this game tonight are just incredible. This time Mercer going deep, and we're going to get a flag as he went up the far sideline trying to hit C.J. Holmes. I believe that was C.J. Yes, that was number 22, C.J. Holmes, and he just got grabbed by the defender, and the flags came flying.
Sometimes as a DB, especially at this level, it's okay to give up the what is it, a 15-yard penalty for pass interference as opposed to a 40-yard touchdown. So if I'm coach, I'm not mad because he was beat.
The coaching staff for Horizon wanted the flag to be picked up, saying the pass was uncatchable, but what they ended up calling was defensive holding, which takes that out of play.
I would argue as an ex-quarterback, it was only uncatchable because you held my receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a perfectly placed ball.
So it's only a 10-yard penalty, so that moves it to the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Snap back to Mercer. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire it out the left side. Caught by Drew Vi inside the 30, spinning away from a tackle and then getting brought down at the 27-yard line. So it'll be a gain of, they're going to mark him, let's see, just outside the 27. Gain of about 9 for Vi on first down. 2:10 to go here in the third quarter.
And that was the Parker Polk effect. He just stood there. They swore he was going to get it. Mercer looked right at him and then said, no, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to hit the slant right behind it.
2nd and a little over a yard for Grapevine. Snap is back. Play action again. This time Drew Vi makes another catch. Makes a tackle inside the 20, inside the 15, and finally getting brought down from behind is Drew Vi after a nice play, and we have a defender slow to get up for Horizon. It's number 50, Fernando Villa, the junior linebacker, one of the better players on this Horizon defense. He's the one who chased the play down from behind and made the tackle, and unfortunately it looked like he is limping off the field. Got a little bit banged up there as he made the tackle, but again, another nice catch and run on that play by Drew Vi. Caught the hitch route, broke a tackle, got down to the 24-yard line, a gain of 13.
I love how decisive.
Got to the 14-yard line.
I love how decisive Colt Mercer's being tonight. Again, catch the ball, back foot ball, let it go, hits the quick hitch. Drew Vi, that's a touchdown-saving tackle. He almost got out of there.
Oh, it absolutely was. Fernando Villa's, you hope he's okay, is limping off the field, but he did save a score there. 1st and 10 for Grapevine at the 14. Snap back, handoff to Tejada, going off right guard inside the 10, inside the 5, and finally getting brought down. It's going to be close to a first down.
And there's the lightning portion of our show.
Yeah. They're going to say he's a yard short, so it's a gain of 9 for Caleb Tejada. He is over 200 yards rushing on the game tonight. He has had a huge game, as have a number of players on both sides of the ball. 2nd and a yard, handoff to Tejada again. And this time he's going to push forward, just kind of move the scrum, and he is going to get the first down inside the 5-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. And official stop play because we have another Horizon player down on the ground. Trying to see who it is. I believe it is number 15, Christopher Munoz, one of the starting cornerbacks, who was in kind of on the pile up there on that scrum play.
You would be correct.
And so Munoz is down, and the trainers attend to him. We'll go ahead and take this quick timeout with them. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Yeah, I was just trying to get the receiver out.
Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easy to gear up and have fun out there. Order at academy.com and get free shipping or free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store. Plus, get free assembly on most bikes and grills. Shop now. Free assembly applies to in-store purchases only. Free shipping applies to most orders over $25.
The world of banking is like the world of sports. There are winning teams and losing teams. I bank with Prosperity Bank because it's a winning team. It's a team of real bankers who know how to make loans. And they're interested in making you a loan right now. That's a surefire win-win. Prosperity Bank is the big bank with your community bank inside, where you find real bankers, not just a bank. ProsperityBankUSA.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. This ad is not a commitment to lend.
It's Pre-Owned Truck Month at Classic Chevrolet. Over 350 pre-owned trucks to choose from. We've allocated millions to pay top dollar for your trade. Get an instant appraisal with our online Easy Pass. Find new roads.
Relax, enjoy the difference.
Minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter here from Grande Communications Stadium in Midland, Texas. Grapevine Mustangs leading the Horizon Scorpions by a score of 57-28. Jacob Dedamore here along with Tim Smith, as Christopher Munoz is still down on the field being talked to and attended to by the trainers, as he was part of the scrum on that last play, and he's now up on his feet, and that's a good sign. And he is slowly walking off the field under his own power, but he is walking off the field. Tejada got the first down with that 2-yard carry, setting up 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And so they really haven't slowed down the tempo. They're still snapping the ball with well over 20, 25 seconds left.
They're just keeping that ball it's put on the accelerator.
It's been a long drive, though. They've still been able, I mean, they're going to get out of here almost at the end of the 3rd quarter with what we assume another touchdown.
So 1st and goal for Grapevine as the clock is running now. They have the jumbo package in. They shift from the right to the left, snap back, hand off to Victor Delacruz, who checks in. He breaks a couple of tackles and gets down inside the 5, and he's going to get brought down at the 1. Man, that was a real fight of a run that time by Delacruz as he tried to bust his way into the end zone, just couldn't quite get there.
I need him to get in the end zone. You know, we love it when Victor Delacruz scores touchdowns. Because
Jumbo package stays in. Josh Logan, one of the extra linemen in there. Snap back. Delacruz gets it again, going around the left side, and he's going to walk in for an easy touchdown that time.
The end zone belongs to Victor Delacruz. Rumble, young man, rumble.
They just sealed off the left side that time, and Delacruz walks in with 17 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, and unfortunately we have another Horizon player down after that play. On the field, pounding the turf, is number 65, Jose Ronquillo, the junior lineman, and he now gets up to his own feet on his own before the trainer even gets to him.
You know,
and he's walking off very gingerly on that right ankle.
We've seen this week after week. This offensive line leans on you for 3-4 quarters, and you know you're going to end up a little soreness, a couple injuries here and there. I mean, we've seen them dismantle teams all year long, particularly late in games.
Thankfully, Mr. Ronquillo is going off under his own power, even though he does have a bit of a limp on the right side. But the touchdown for Victor Delacruz from 1 yard out. That's his 3rd touchdown of the ball game.
I didn't move in front of the antenna.
as the Mustangs have crossed the 60 mark. J.D. Rice on for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and the kick is good. Mustangs are up 64-28 with 17 seconds to go here in the third quarter. This is Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio. Thank you to Nick Bass and Greenleaf Roofing for your support. Greenleaf Roofing is DFW's preferred roofing company and the official roofing company of Champion Sports Radio. Family-owned and operated, Greenleaf Roofing is the #1 choice for all your roofing needs. Residential, multifamily, commercial, storm restoration, they do it all. They have a ton of lifelong customers. Find out why and get a free quote by visiting greenleaf-roofing.com. Don't miss the UIL State Football Championship starting Wednesday, December 15th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. You can get ticket information and more at uiltexas.org. That's uiltexas.org. You can also get information about the State Volleyball Championships, which are taking place this weekend at the Curtis Culwell Center in Garland. uiltexas.org is where you can get that info, and that's key for Grapevine fans, and we'll tell you why here in just a minute. Hayden Rhodes lining up the kickoff. And again, he goes with the high pooch kick that's going to hit at the 22, take a spin, and then get picked up. And then getting wrapped up is Christopher Munoz at the 25 after only a 3-yard return, as Grapevine has just done an excellent job all night long covering those short kicks, as number 22, C.J. Holmes, that time makes the tackle.
That ball just died when it bounced, just sat down. This is hard as a returner when the ball just sits there, it kind of catches you off guard. You're waiting for the bounce. Grapevine special teams, they have been excellent all season. Tonight's been no different.
The reason we were talking about the Volleyball State Championships is because the Grapevine volleyball team this afternoon came back from 2-0 down to rally for a 5-set win over Canyon High School out of the New Braunfels area. And with that 5-set victory today, they advance to tomorrow's state championship game against Lovejoy at 3 o'clock at the Curtis Culwell Center in Garland. Snap back on first down. Quarterback draw by Jacob Kihas going around the left side. Spins out of a tackle. Ball's on the ground, and it's covered by, it is fortunately for Horizon, covered by one of their own players, but the ball did pop out again, and that time one of the linemen, I believe number 59, Edward Marquez, jumped on it to save the possession. And it's a gain of 6 yards as we come to the end of the third quarter. The Mustangs in full control, getting ready to advance to the regional semifinal round. They lead 64-28. This is Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Do you feel your home is too humid and slightly musty? Do you have that room or side of the house you don't use because it's too hot or too cold? Do you have family members struggling with health issues or allergies? Then contact Energy Attic and transform your living spaces by transforming your attic. Energy Attic uses a 3-part energy reduction system to make your home or office as comfortable and energy efficient as possible, saving you money, reducing your carbon footprint, and improving indoor air quality. Who doesn't want to save money, breathe cleaner air, and sleep better? Energy Attic helps improve your home climate control, reduces those cold and hot pockets, makes it more comfortable throughout, and saves you up to 40% on your energy bill. It's fast and easy to schedule your free Energy Attic audit. Simply visit energyattic.com and fill out the form. Virtual appointments are available as well. Now is the time to get your project started, so let Energy Attic show you how much you can love the comfort of your home. energyattic.com. Attic solutions to transform your life.
As we come back for the start of the fourth quarter, Jacob Kihas takes the snap and takes it up the middle for another quarterback draw and dances his way forward just far enough to get to the 35-yard line and get the first down to move the sticks for the Scorpions. Mustangs all over the Scorpions here in this second half and turned what was a very entertaining close ball game into a blowout in that third quarter with a couple of turnovers, a punt return for a touchdown, and just being immaculate on offense. Kihas fires one down the middle of the field, and that's going to be intercepted. Cameron Wagner with the pick, his second of the ball game. He pitches it back to Drew Nelson, Brock Smith, another pitch, and this time Jackson Yarborough has it as they go Cal Stanford on the interception, trying to return it for a touchdown. They get it down into Scorpion territory at the 36-yard line. That time Jacob Kihas was just trying to see if he could make a play. He took the snap, rolled to his right, didn't find anybody, went back to his left, and then just fired it, a Hail Mary prayer down the middle of the field, and Cameron Wagner picked it off for the second time tonight.
Yeah, that was one of the plays that kind of leaves you scratching your head, right? He's been good all night at making the smart play and throwing the ball, and that time he just kind of threw it up, kind of a last-ditch type of effort.
His team's down 5 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. He was just trying to make something happen, and
sure was.
Just didn't pay off. But Cameron Wagner gets his second pick of the night. It's the 4th turnover for this Grapevine defense this evening.
And for a team that hadn't turned the ball over very much in Horizon, we talked about that coming in, right? Good on good, a team that takes the ball away and a team that doesn't really give up the ball. But tonight, Grapevine has been able to continue to take the ball. I don't know if Coach Alexander is going to like all those pitches after the interceptions. They're fun for us to watch.
Yeah. They did that at the end of the first half. That's really understandable because it was the last play of the half. You're just trying to see if you can get it into the end zone.
Now it's a habit.
There, you don't know if and by the way, the Horizon coaching staff has called their first time out here the second half. But yes, that is the 4th turnover of the ball game. The second interception to go along with a couple of fumbles. Let's give you some of the numbers tonight. Here's some fun for you. The Mustangs again up 64-28 here in the fourth quarter. Colt Mercer tonight, 14 of 15 passing.
Hey, we have a special treat in tonight.
Oh, here we go.
Back.
We've got a new running back into the game for the Grapevine Mustangs. It is number 45, Connor Bell. He is the son of our video broadcast coordinator, Trey Bell. He gets the handoff there on first down. Flag is down. It's going to be offsides against Horizon, so wipe out that carry from Connor Bell. We'll see if he gets another shot. They'll move it 5 yards down to the 31 to make it 1st and 5.
Great to see him in the game. He's been battling injuries all year, and of course, here he is in the playoffs.
Snap back, play action this time from Mercer. He's going to fire it. He's got a man wide open. It's caught for the touchdown. The sophomore, number 28, Rondale Carradine, blows by the defender and walks into the end zone on a perfect throw from Colt Mercer from 31 yards out.
And let's talk about that, the Connor Bell effect. He comes in the first play, he gets the ball, he gets 6 yards. Then they fake it to him. Defense comes down, and you hit the young receiver number 28 going down the right sideline there. Rondale Carradine, who we saw last week.
Rondale Carradine, yeah.
Rondale, we saw him earlier tonight with a nice play. I like how the ball's getting spread around by Colt Mercer tonight, too.
Carradine with his second grab of the night. Snap back. The kick is a low line drive from J.D. Rice, but it gets through the uprights for the extra point. That makes it 71-28 here with 10:51 to go in the ball game. That's the second touchdown, 3 catches in varsity play for Rondale Carradine since being brought up last week for the playoff game, and 2 touchdowns in those 3 catches. Colt Mercer, I was telling you this earlier, Colt Mercer tonight has 1 incompletion. That 1 incompletion was the interception right near the end of the first half.
Doesn't count.
When he was trying to make a play. He is now, as the stats will get updated, he is now 15 of 16 on the night with 5 touchdown passes this evening. 3 of those going to Parker Polk, who has also had a huge ball game. But man, this Grapevine offense has just been on point all night long and putting pressure on that Horizon offense to execute perfectly, and they just haven't been able to.
Yeah, and I had a chance to speak with Coach Alexander there during the walkthrough today and ask the question, did Colt learn anything from those interceptions last week? How is that affecting him from a mental standpoint? And he said, look, it hasn't affected him at all. He did get to learn a little bit from some of the mistakes that he's made, and you can see the clear turnaround tonight. I mean, he is out there slinging the ball all over the field and having a great night.
J.D. Rice is going to kick this high, short poocher, and it's going to be fair caught this time as one of the upbacks takes it at the 28-yard line, and that's where the Scorpions will start their next possession. Thank you to Steve Swanson at Whirly Ball for sponsoring this broadcast. Corporate events, team building, and private parties are more fun when you're zipping around in a Whirly Bug, and they've got the most affordable laser tag in town as well. 2 locations to serve you, 1 in Plano and 1 in Hurst. You can visit them online at whirlyball.in.
The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned Champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com.
Caleb Tejada tonight, 21 carries, 210 yards, and it has him with 1 touchdown, but I believe he has 2, if I'm not mistaken. I think he had the long run, but I think he had another one besides that. Could be incorrect. Snap back. It's a little swing pass to Garcia this time. He makes the grab, but he's kind of in jail. He actually gets out of it, though. Wow, what moves. It looked like he was really in jail behind the line, but was able to get away and get up the field and get about 2 yards out of that.
You know, Jacob, every time he gets the ball, his Madden rating goes up. He's just he's really squirrely out there. I got to tell you, we've had a little bit of a line shift with the Grapevine defense. You know, Coach Alexander always wants to let his younger guys get some time, and that's what we're seeing now.
Christian Watson, Garrett Gardner out there at defensive ends, and Devin Thomas at nose tackle. Little quick pitch around the right side this time. Not a pitch, just a quarterback run around the right end as Quijas gets the ball out across the 40 to the 42 to move the chains. Talked about Caleb Tejada, 210 yards. This says 1 touchdown. Like I said, I think he has 2. Victor Delacruz, 7 carries for 25 yards and 3 scores tonight. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line for the Scorpions, their own 42s. We're at 9:20 and counting. Quijas drops back, fires it out the right side, caught across midfield, inside the 45, down to the 40 that is Ernie Garcia again with a nice big catch and run, getting to the Grapevine 40 for a gain of 18 yards. More offensive numbers. Parker Polk, 5 carries, 168 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the night. He also has a 36-yard punt return for a touchdown. C.J. Holmes has been really solid. 5 catches for 67 yards and a score. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of Grapevine. Handoff to Garcia. Picks his way through up the middle. Inside the 35. Breaking tackles. Still carrying defenders. He hasn't quit at all, that young man. Ernie Garcia has had a huge night. He gets it down to the 31-yard line. And now Ernie Garcia looks like he's a bit banged up as he gets up kind of slowly. And we've got some unhappy folks on the Horizon sideline as they think something nefarious may have happened there at the end of that play.
Hate to see this. Really been enjoying watching Garcia run the ball. Dynamic player.
Yeah, he's down right now and tried to get up but went back down, and he's being attended to by the training staff. That was a 9-yard gain by Garcia. He's had a spectacular night, and man, you really hate to see this because he is such a phenomenal player. As the trainers attend to him, we will tell you that since its establishment in 2009, Living for Zachary has impacted thousands of families by providing heart screenings for ages 12 to 22, donating AEDs to youth-based organizations, and training community members in the use of CPR, all with the goal of saving lives. Sudden cardiac arrest doesn't wait, so we can't either. Schedule your child's heart screening today. Apply for an AED.
The best football teams in Texas collide inside AT&T Stadium, all battling to be crowned champions. Get your tickets now for the UIL State Championships. Be a part of this Texas tradition. Log on to SeatGeek.com.
For the 9-yard gain. 2nd and a yard at the Grapevine 31. Shotgun snap back. It's low, but Quijas corrals it. He fires it out to the far side. The pass is incomplete, but we have a flag down in the offensive backfield. That usually signals holding. He was trying. Let's see who he was. He was trying to hit Dominic Chaparra on the far sideline.
Yeah, it looked like a good throw as the receiver came out of his break on a deep outside comeback. Hard for us to tell from this vantage point.
The play is going to be, the penalty is a personal foul that time against Devin Thomas. The sophomore, number 54, got called for hands to the face as he was trying to get upfield.
And you know how we feel about these late game defensive penalties when the twos come in. We don't like these. We like to control these penalties as much as we can.
So that's going to move the ball down to the 16-yard line of Grapevine, set up 1st and 10. Good to see. I think Ernie Garcia is back in the game. He is. He's going to take the handoff on a counter play to the right side, down and around the 10-yard line. Before he gets brought down, they're going to mark him down at the 11 for a gain of 5. But that's a nice looking play. Fake step to the left and then took back off to the right on a counter.
Yeah, we just we call that a sprint draw right? So you sprint to the left like you look like the quarterback's going to take off running. Garcia looks like he's going to be the lead blocker. He takes that first step and then he comes back with the counter underneath.
5-yard gain for Garcia. 2nd and 5 now at the Grapevine 11. 7:40 to go here in the ball game. Empty set. Quijas takes the shotgun snap, looking to throw. Now he's trying to get away, rolling to his right, making a defender miss, making another defender miss, staying on his feet, keeping the play alive, and now he's just going to fire it out of bounds over to the right side as he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the ball after making Christian Watson and Garrett Gardner miss as they were trying to corral him and bring him down.
He is unbelievable back there. He's got magic ankles.
He is so slippery.
It's a little Vic, it's a little Lamar, it's a little Randall Cunningham. He's got a little bit of everybody
Barry
back
Sanders.
there.
The pass is incomplete, though, because the coverage was great. And Quijas couldn't find anywhere to go. 3rd and 5 now at the 11-yard line. Empty set again. Quijas dropping back, looking to throw. Now he's going to fire it over the middle, and the pass is caught for the touchdown.
Too much time.
Yep, just had too much time. It was only a 3-man rush that time, and he was able to find his man open after a scramble play.
He's got a cannon. He rifled that thing in between 3 defenders. You could see it, too. He saw when he had the opening, and he reared back.
I believe that was number 81, Angel Gutierrez, on the touchdown pass on an 11-yard strike. And the Scorpions are going to go for 2 here with 7:13 to go in the ball game. Garcia goes in motion. It's a fake to him and a draw up the middle, and not quite able to get there is Quijas. He got down to the 1 but got stopped, and the 2-point conversion is no good. 7:13 to go here in the ball game. The Mustangs lead 71-34. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
Living in North Texas provides all of us with an amazing quality of life, including an affordable cost of living, outstanding schools, unbelievable cultural opportunities, and the best sports around. But we also have to put up with severe storms. Hi folks, Champion Sports Radio President and Founder Thomas Lee here to tell you when a hail or windstorm comes through your neighborhood, do what we did and call Greenleaf Roofing. Greenleaf Roofing is a fully insured, locally owned and operated company built on the values of amazing craftsmanship, affordable options, and innovative solutions. And they are proud that those values still stand as a foundation for their business today. And did I mention Greenleaf Roofing has 24-hour emergency service available? It's nice to know Greenleaf Roofing will be there in a hurry if you need them. After the first experience, I became a customer for life and have used them on 3 different homes. But don't just take my word for it. Learn about the Greenleaf Roofing difference yourself by calling them at 972-379-9109 or go online to greenleaf-roofing.com to find out how you can get your free quote. Greenleaf Roofing, the #1 choice for all your roofing
Kickoff is caught by Parker Polk, and he's got room to run to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. Parker Polk takes his 2nd kick of the ball game back for a touchdown. This time, Horizon decided to kick it deep. Parker Polk caught it at the 6-yard line, went right up the middle, and did not get touched. A 94-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. There is a flag down, but this is going to be it's going to get some of it brought back. A flag was dropped at the 36 of Horizon, and it's a holding penalty, which is going to erase the touchdown for Parker Polk.
You know, penalty regardless. There's a reason teams don't kick to Parker Polk.
Yeah.
And I seriously doubt in this game he gets another opportunity. What a kick.
Well, it's really the first time they've kicked it deep all night. They've been doing pooch kicks all night.
And we don't see anybody kick to Parker. I wouldn't kick to Parker if I was on the other side. So, whoops.
Still a great return nonetheless. He's going to get a credit for a 48-yard net return.
I think his dad saw the flag. His dad's here next to us. He had no emotion during the play. He must have saw the flag come out.
1st and 10 for Grapevine at the Horizon 46 after the penalty. Snap back, handoff to Connor Bell, and he's going to get dropped behind the line as 3 Horizon defenders got into the backfield that time and dropped Connor Bell for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, poor Connor. He had no chance. He got the ball in his hand, and we have a new quarterback, of course, in the game now.
Evan Baum has checked in as the signal caller here as the reserves are now in the game for Grapevine.
I think that was just a case of everyone blitz.
2nd and 12. Snap back, play action. Baum's going to fire it. It's caught at the 43, inside down and getting spun down to the 41. Still going to be a nice gain of 7 yards that time by Solomon McKenzie, the senior wide receiver. Sets up a 3rd and 5.
Surprise, surprise. No surprise to us, but Evan Baum can throw the ball. So, again, they come with the all-out blitz. You leave man on the outside. He just hits the slant.
That's what those RPOs are designed for, to let your quarterback make the decision. He pulled the ball out, fired it, got a 7-yard gain, sets up 3rd and 5 at the 41 of the Scorpions.
These DBs are given a lot of room up at the top of the field on the 2 receiver side up there.
Snap back, Baum looking to throw again, and he's getting pressured, and he's going to get spun down and sacked. Getting into the backfield that time and getting to Evan Baum was number 60 for the Horizon defense, Luis Hernandez, the senior defensive lineman, as he drops Baum back at midfield for a loss of 9, and that'll bring Colt Mercer on to punt this ball away.
That's just a mistake by a young quarterback. He's sitting here in a 4-receiver set. Instead of looking to the 2-receiver side at the top of the field, he stares down at the short side of the field and nowhere to go with the ball. The defender is actually the sideline, is the extra defender. Young quarterback mistake. Good for him to see it on film, though.
5 seconds left on the play clock as Grapevine letting this clock run. We're down to 5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Ernie Garcia back, and now a timeout is called.
Prior to the snap, Grapevine takes their first
Grapevine calls their first timeout right before the play clock runs out with 4:57 to go here in the ball game.
Kind of interesting. I guess Coach Alexander must have thought they weren't going to get that ball off.
Yeah,
and
had to have
called the timeout. Colt looked like he had it under control, but maybe there's something that they saw and they want to change the call here on the punt.
Ernie Garcia is going to receive this punt.
70 burger tastes good, doesn't it?
This will probably, I think, most assuredly be the first time tonight Grapevine has punt. They lined up kind of to do the quick kick punt in the first half, but snapped it to Caleb Tejada for the fake and got the first down and haven't punted since until now.
Why punt if you can score touchdowns every time you touch the ball?
Ball at midfield, snap back to Colt Mercer, and he does kick it away. It's a line drive kick that hits the 25, takes a Grapevine roll inside the 15, rolling still, and it's going to get killed at the 12. So that's exactly what they wanted, a 38-yard punt from Colt Mercer to pin Horizon inside their own 15.
When it's your night, it's your night. That's all there is to say about that. 4:47 to go. Grapevine is starting to get that celebration juice going a little bit. The fans have been celebrating for 2 quarters. So,
did you play Texas high school football? If you did, then you're part of an elite group, and Lone Star Gridiron wants to honor you. Visit LoneStarGridiron.com/brotherhood for more information. That's LoneStarGridiron/brotherhood. Scorpions bring the offense back out, take over 1st and 10 at their own 12. They go with trips left to the short side of the field, single receiver right. Garcia motions up to the slot right side, empty set. Now he comes in motion back to the left. Snap back, it's going to be a rollout and a throwback screen, and the pass is dropped. It was a backwards pass to one of the linemen who I guess was eligible on the play based on alignment. I didn't hear if he had checked in. They were trying to set up a backside screen to one of their linemen. I think that was number 59, Edward Marquez, if I'm correct.
63, I thought. I could be completely wrong, though. Could be 59.
No, you're right. That was big number 63. Octavio Ornelas, the senior offensive lineman, and they tried to run something tricky, and the pass was low, and he couldn't scoop it up. And he had to fall on it because it was backwards. I'm surprised they didn't mark that back where incompletion was, because that was definitely a backwards pass. But they said incomplete pass at the 12, and now a flag comes out.
Were they setting up for him to throw a double pass?
I doubt it.
I mean, it was backwards.
It was backwards.
I don't know. Who knows? It was interesting, to say the least.
But the thing is, like I said, it was a backwards pass. They should have marked that where he covered it back around the 6-yard line.
100%.
So flag
that's
is
a
down.
Fumble, actually.
Illegal touching, number 63, the offense.
Oh, and they're going to call it an illegal touch. They're going to say he was not eligible based on alignment, and so that's an illegal touch, and it backs it up 5 yards to the 7.
Well, for him to have been eligible, number one, no one would have been able to have him covered up, and he would have had to report it before the play started. I doubt either of those things happened based on the formation.
So back it up 5 yards, 1st and 15. Snap back, handoff to Garcia going around the right side. Up to the 10, trying to get the corner and just not able to get it. He gets the penalty yardage back, plus an extra yard or two. But Grapevine just strung him out. He got to the, looks like they're going to give him the 14-yard line, so we'll make that a gain of 7 and make it 2nd and 8.
I'm interested to know, and I wonder if you've been able to uncover this, but Garcia, is he going anywhere? Is he playing at the next level? This quarterback, is he playing at the next? These are two players that look to me could play.
That's one thing I did not get to ask Coach Melendez when I talked to him this week, and I apologize for that. Snap back, Quijas getting pressured, trying to get away, and he is going to maybe get back to the line. He's going to be a loss of 2. He tried to get away and finally was brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of 2 back to the 12-yard line to set up 3rd and 10. But, man, he is so slippery. It looked like he was in jail back there and somehow managed to escape and almost get back to the line of scrimmage.
He is so dynamically quick. His feet, his vision.
On the play that time, making the sack was number 37, the sophomore Hudson Blake, who's checked in at linebacker. Chased down Quijas from behind before he could get free. 3rd and 10, snap back. Quijas is just going to take it on a quarterback draw up over the right side. He gets out to about the 20. It's a gain of 8, but not quite enough for the first down.
Gotta love the fact these kids are not quitting. In the case of Quijas, he's a senior. This is going to be the last time he gets to touch the field with his team.
Savion Shockley on the tackle, the senior cornerback.
Really just letting it all hang out right now.
Yep. The
Scorpions gotta respect it.
Going to go ahead and leave the offense here on the field with 2.5 minutes to go. 4th and 2, might as well, at their own 20-yard line. Shotgun snap back. Quijas is going to fire it out. It's going to be a first down as Garcia makes the grab just past the sticks for a gain of 3 yards.
Heck of a play. Heck of a play by both sides, really. That was just good on good.
Yep, that's just good on good stuff right there. I tell you what, I really am kind of curious if either of these kids are getting recruited. I mean, Garcia and Quijas are just electric players. Garcia tonight, 180 yards. I mean, I'll have to update this, but he at least has 180 yards on the ground and 3 touchdowns. He's got now 8 catches. Snap back. Quijas is going to take it up the middle. Dodges a tackle, gets around the right side, gets out past the 30 to the 33 for a gain of 11. Boy, what a jump cut that time to get away from a Grapevine defender and get it out past the 30 and get a first down out of that. That should put Jacob Quijas over 100 yards rushing tonight.
After 4 quarters, it's finally dawned on me. Quijas reminds me of a little well-known guy in the West Texas area by Johnny Football. He looks very Johnny Manziel-ish when he runs with the ball.
We have a Grapevine player down on one knee after that play, and his numbers being obscured by okay, now I got it. It's number 15, Caleb Meyerhofer, who's down on the play. He was in on the tackle that time on Quijas and is not able to get up to 2 feet, and the trainers are coming out to check on him, and now he's up and coming up under his own power. Just to give a little bit of love to the Horizon players, we talked about the dynamicness of Garcia and Quijas. Quijas, it's been a bit of a rough night throwing the ball because of great coverage by the Grapevine secondary. He's got 193 yards passing, 1 touchdown through the air, and 2 interceptions, both just on basic Hail Mary throws. He also has over 100 yards rushing tonight. We talked about Garcia, 187 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. He threw a touchdown pass for 52 yards on a trick play and also has 8 grabs tonight. These are 2 very dynamic players. 1st and 10, Quijas takes a shotgun snap back. Looking downfield, now he's getting flushed. He's going to fire it over the middle, and it's going to come up short. He was trying to hit number 18, Eddie Gonzalez, but just couldn't get enough on it as he was trying to throw back against his body while running away.
Now, one of the weaknesses, and we say a weakness, is a running quarterback. You like to be able to throw off all of your platforms, rolling left or right. One of his weaknesses is really going to his left and throwing to that way, right? It's something that he'll have to work on if he is playing at the next level. But other than that, this kid has been dynamic the entire evening. Grapevine's just done a great job.
Yeah, this Grapevine secondary, you can't say enough about him, the greatness of the plays they've made in the passing game. Snap, back, handoff to Garcia going around the left side. He's going to get to about the 38 before he gets brought down. It'll be a gain of 4. with 1:05 to go here in the ball game. In on the tackle that time was number 32, Michael Northup, who has checked in the game at linebacker. And he makes the tackle after a 4-yard gain for Garcia. As we are at 50 seconds and counting, the Grapevine Mustangs are going to advance to the regional semifinals here in Region 1 of Class 5A Division 2. They're going to have a rematch next week with the Cooper Pirates out of Lubbock as they will try to advance to the state quarterfinals. Snap back. Quijas is going to take it over the left side. Quarterback draw. Nice yardage into Grapevine territory down to the 47-yard line. Nice run that time of 15 yards by Quijas as he adds some extra stats to his ledger tonight.
No quitting that man.
No quit really in anybody on either of these teams as they've played hard to the end, and that's something you love to see. It's something Coach Alexander told me about before our interview this week. He said one thing he noticed about this Horizon squad was they played hard.
It's been a very fun game to watch.
This will be the last snap of the ball game as we're under 5 seconds. Shotgun snap back to Quijas. Looking downfield, the buzzer sounds. He's looking to fire deep. He's going to fire it deep, and that pass is caught by Garcia with one last big play from the two big stars on this Horizon offense. He's knocked out of bounds at the 30-yard line as the game comes to a close, and the Grapevine Mustangs advance to the regional semifinals in Class 5A Division 2 with a huge win tonight out here in Midland, Texas, over the Horizon Scorpions by a score of 71-34. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap this thing up, get you the final numbers from this ball game, and look ahead to next week in the regional semifinals. You're listening to Grapevine Mustangs football presented by Classic Chevrolet on Champion Sports Radio.
That's the end of the game. Final score, Mustangs 71, Scorpions 34. Thank you for all coming out to tonight's game. Please remember, drive carefully on your way home. Okay, present the 5A Division II area champions, the Grapevine Mustangs. Coach Mike Alexander. Remember, please drive carefully on your way home.